Welcome to the Leben full commentated playthrough. I have left the run completely intact from how it was when I got the achievement, including all the unskippable cutscenes. If you look in the description, I will have timestamps for each of the individual gameplay segments so that you can skip those scenes and just jump right to the commentated playthrough. I won't have any significant commentary during the unskippable parts. And honestly, if you're going for this achievement, you'll be watching them way more times than you would like, so I didn't want to put you through that again. If you are going for this achievement, I hope you find this video helpful. If any of my commentary is not clear or confusing at any point, just drop a comment. I'll be happy to respond and help you out. That's about it. I hope you enjoy. Commentary will resume at the beginning of the wheelchair section.
To have finished the work I was put on this earth to do. Surrounded by friends that love me.
You have no idea what it's like to suffer like I do.
Bombate, we are out. Fire!
Yes, madam.
Oh, Gott, he's bleeding out. Go faster!
Mentors!
And the great warmth washing over me.
Towel.
I think the sky's on fire.
Don't die. Caroline, he's dying.
Press.
He's turning blue. Bombate, we'll need a gurney at the hangar bay. ETA 19.
Death at the gates again. Howling my name. Come on in, old buddy. Sorry I made you wait.
Let me show you something, Billy. My father told me if I ever had a son, I should give this to him. It is an engagement ring that has been with our family for 8 generations. Can you imagine that, Billy? It is what they call an heirloom. When you meet someone special, you will place this ring on her finger. It is worth a lot, this ring.
Oh, shit. Must be 100 damn degrees outside.
Do not tell your father about this ring. He will take it. He does not know about it. You know how he is.
Sophia!
Mother, am I acquitted? Was I righteous and just? Good enough to witness the awe of heaven?
You have no idea what it's like to suffer like I do.
Oh no. Mother. I'm going to hell.
Pull, Bombate. Well, I'll have to cut most of his intestines out.
Whatever it takes, Ed, please. Stay with us, Blazkowicz. You fight through this, and I promise you everything will be all right.
Kinderlach, bring me anyone for to give blood, now! And I listen up. You fucking too. Round everyone up and line up over here by the sick bay. Bucket on your box. Frosty, yeah. First, I need light.
Stay down, keep quiet, he's coming.
Sophia, he in there?
No.
Sophia, out of my way!
He does not deserve this, you know he does not.
Don't bullshit me. I saw him with her.
He's young, he likes her. He does not know better.
He knows goddamn well not to spend time with some dirty little nigger girl.
I will not let you hurt my son. Not anymore.
You have no idea what it's like to suffer like I do. Oh, Sophia, every day I'm out there busting my ass, tooth and nail, getting screwed out of my earnings left and right, humiliating myself just to keep the business alive. I saw them two together, Sophia, getting sweet with each other under the poplar tree. This cannot happen! I have worked too hard for too damn long to lose my reputation because my boy is sweet on some nigger.
Rip, we cannot live like this. I cook, I clean, I tend to the stables, to the field. You are not the only one struggling, Rip. You should have shut down the business when my father told you to. You're behind in everything. 3 months behind in utility. All the money my father invested, you have lost.
You are playing with fire, Sophia. What are you doing? I am not the man you want to mouth off to.
And you are not the man I married. I married a man who would never let his family go hungry. So help me. I will not let you hurt my son.
You shut your damn mouth, or shut it for you. What is it with you damn Jews? Have all the answers, do you? Smart mouth goddamn Jew. I married you, I figured your father'd be an asset. But you just a damn millstone, sticking your nose into my business instead of handling your own. If you can't raise a boy right, I'll do it for you.
Get away!
You ungrateful bitch! Hiding in the closet. Make me sick to look at you. You are so goddamn weak. They're gonna pick on you, they will break you, they will make you eat dirt. And what are you gonna do about it? You can't fight to save your life. Well, at least I can teach you how to take it.
Slow your breathing, Blazkowicz. Recover your strength. Big plans are in motion. The tides are turning. The Kreisau circle is rising. I will need you by my side when we make our move.
Can you feel the kicking?
Bessie, dinner time. Yeah, you good girl. Yes, Bessie, you such a good girl. You ain't going nowhere. Whimper all you want. In life, you got to make hard decisions. And sometimes, you got to punish the animals out there. It's kill or be killed. The old and the weak are doomed. All manners of scum and sickly minds and dirty bodies and cockroaches doing everything in their power to rob the white man of what he's earned. It's on us to straighten out the queer. It's on you. Finger on the trigger. That's right. Now.
Just remember, my boy. It will end better than it began.
Alright, here we go. Beginning of the wheelchair section. Nothing in the first room, just roll forward, activate the scene here.
It's you. Take this. They're looking for you. Oh, shit! Here they come.
Alright, after he gets shot, peek out, shoot this first Nazi through this destructible cover here.
You both down, Nazi.
Reload. 2 guys will come in, take him out. Sometimes they take quite a few shots, so just be careful. Roll backwards, because it's very easy to think you killed them, but you didn't. And the last thing you really want to do here is get killed and have to watch that cutscene again. So pick up ammo, pick up health, pick up armor on the floor, just grab everything you can. Come on out. I like to peek out here and shoot that fire hydrant. That usually takes out both of them, but this time the second guy didn't come down. So just,
on my way.
you know, be on the lookout for that. Grab the armor in the box, get on the lift. I don't think shooting this guy matters, I just do it for fun. Grab the armor in the locker, around the corner, and then wait for this scene to end. Don't stress too much about getting every bit of health, every bit of armor on this first level. You're pretty much just trying to get through it in one piece. Well, once you get the suit later, you'll have 50 health and 200 armor regardless. Alright, after the scene, we're going to roll forward. Right away, activate the trap. And that's going to zap that first Nazi right up ahead. And you can come down here, blast that guy. And I just decided to shoot this guy this time because I've done this so many times and I got tired of waiting for him to get zapped. But you could just wait for him to get zapped over there. And then 2 guys will get zapped back here. You should hear 2 pops. If you only hear 1 pop, that means one of them didn't go through. So be ready for him as you come around the corner. On to the next room. We're going to wait down here for that Nazi to walk forward. Should only take a few seconds. Moving forward. Get on this thing. And we're going to stealth kill him as soon as we can. And then peek to the left here. There'll be 2 guys. One right there on the catwalk. One in that room. Get on the right side lift here. I just barely missed it, so we'll have to wait. But you're going to want to get on the right side lift here because the left side, there was one time I got on it and I was spotted by this guy up ahead. So after that, I just continue to get on the right. And do not roll too far forward or you will get killed rising up. That happened to me once and I was very upset to say the least. Stealth kill him. Go forward. 2 health packs here on the left. This is probably the most challenging room in this wheelchair area. Shoot that first guy, shoot the explosive canister there. That should kill 1 or 2 of them. Now we just pick off the stragglers. One guy usually likes to hide behind that cover there. Sometimes they like to wait in the back of the room, peek out and shoot you. So just take your time, peek around. When you feel like you got them all, just roll forward, but just be on alert. I believe there's 4 guys in here, maybe 5, I can't quite remember. Roll forward, shoot this guy right here. Make sure he's dead before you reload. Conveyor belt. Oh, quick point. In that previous room, do not activate the trap. If you activate the trap, you're going to have to do the extended section coming up ahead. Shoot this first guy in the window, make sure he's dead, reload. Aim your gun at that canister and blow it up as soon as they get in. Sometimes the second guy here does not get blown up, so be ready for that. Get in the wheelchair. Now the objective you can see is right behind you there. If you activate the trap in the room above, you'll have to take the long-winded route where you'll have to kill about like 10 guys or so. But if you just don't activate the trap, you can hit the button and get right back on the conveyor belt. Kill this guy here. And that's it for the first level. For Angle's cutscene coming up, make sure you're paying attention towards the end of it, because when Fergus slides the armor towards you, you're going to have to press X and get into the armor. And if you take too long doing that, the heavy will kill you. And then you'll have to start all over. So just, kind of be paying attention. Don't fall asleep at the switch and have to restart all this. Commentary will resume after the cutscene.
I prayed for you to wake up.
I'm a burn.
Don't be stupid.
You think your hero, William Joseph Blazkowicz? Zieh den hoch, den Krüppel! Let me tell you, you're not. Only the degenerate rats of the slum admire you. The filthy dregs, festering in the ghetto. But once they see you, this will change. I shall put you on international television. Look, everybody. Is this how it hero looks like. A crippled wretch of a man being in a tomb. Everyone will see what a useless joke you are. Los, lass. Danke schön. Oh. Zieh sie am Kragen hoch. Bow your head. Don't be silly. The resistance does not bow.
Mutter!
Sigun! Sei still! Ich arbeite!
Ich dachte, du würdest sie freilassen.
Aber das tue ich doch. Ich befreie ihren Kopf von ihren Schultern.
Aber du hast gesagt, dass
Du
du sie
hast gesagt! Du machst eine Leibesübung und du verzichtest auf den Zucker! Und was haben meine Männer in deinem Zimmer gefunden, als sie es durchsucht haben? Schokolade, Kekse, Limonade, Bonbons. Ganz abzusehen von den kranken Sachen, die du in dein Tagebuch geschrieben hast. Du willst sie befreien? Gut. Nimm! Nimm! Mach schon. Befrei ihren Kopf von ihren Schultern. Hm?
Du hast mein Tagebuch gelesen.
Lenk dich ab! Köpfe sie! Oder du kannst dich auf was gefasst machen. Los! Los, los! Los, 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 los!
Don't do it, girl!
Sag zu!
Ich kann nicht, Mutter.
Mach schon!
Nein, ich kann das nicht.
Aber ein Tagebuch mit Perversion und verräterischen Worten vollschmieren. Das kannst du. Einige davon waren sogar auf Englisch. Seite für Seite ergießt sich dein widerwärtiger Geist. Du aufgehst wie eine dicke, fette Seekuh. Verstehst du nicht, in was für eine Lage du mich bringst? Ich bin verpflichtet, das zu melden.
Du hattest kein Recht, es zu lesen.
Caroline Becker, leader of the Courthouse Circle. The criminal mastermind. Never give up, Blazkowicz. Never give in to these people. I think not. I think you're just another Untermensch!
Fucking kill you! That killed a lot of you!
Habt ihr das gesehen?
Jesus Christ! Fuck me!
Mach den Meister! Look at this! How strange! One moment she was here, and now she's gone. Were these eyes ever filled with a lover's gaze? Do you think? Kiss, kiss, kiss. Hm?
Das ist nicht komisch.
Oh, willst du auch ein Küsschen, wie du es in deinem Tagebuch geschrieben hast? Auf deine dicken, fetten Wangen? Oder vielleicht lieber hier unten, hä? Oh. Zwing mich nicht, zwischen dir und meiner Überzeugung zu wählen. Denn du wirst verlieren. Bringt ihn her. Also an old friend of yours?
I'll kill you.
Mutter, bitte hör auf, es reicht.
Aus dem Weg!
Ja. Nein!
Mister!
Let's go! Shoot up!
Das ist mein Tagebuch, nicht deins!
You right, Blasco? I've been better. I think I got the blood stopped now.
Give me one good reason not to blow your brains out right fucking now. Real slow, like, a little disoriented on account of the blood loss.
I can help you. I can give you information. Military secrets. I can tell you how to release your U-boat. Also, the escape pod's over there. I know the codes to open them.
Wait. How do we release our U-boat?
The door there leads to the controller bay. The electromagnetic tractor arms. You can deactivate them from there, and that will release your U-boat.
Can you open that door then?
Yes.
Alright, Blasco.
Alright, we're coming out of the angle scene finally. Door opens. Proceed. Make sure you got in that room, make sure you picked up a second SMG and maxed out the ammo with the box. The rest of this is pretty self-explanatory. You're just following the story beat. You might be tempted to sprint right here. Don't. I almost fell off one time.
Before you go upstairs.
You definitely don't want that to happen.
Please watch
On your left here is a pistol.
while I get this done.
And there's a second one so you can do a wield later. First commander here's a freebie. Take him out, grab his Enigma code. You're going to need at least 4 Enigma codes for this playthrough. So get them early so you don't have to worry about it. Pick up the 2 grenades here in the corner. And now we're going to wait for the commander. Shoot him in the head. And then we're going to take out these guys coming in. As long as you stay crouched, they pretty much don't shoot you through the railing. They either can't see you. Not sure why, but I pretty much never get shot here as long as I stay crouched. Chuck some grenades back there, and should kill 1 or 2 of them. I know you can skip this room by jumping over the railing and going on that platform and going through the vent, but the only reason why we're doing this is to pick up an extra hatchet, which is crucial for a stealth section later. You want to have as many hatchets as possible in case you miss a throw.
Odin.
As soon as BJ says Odin right here, you've cleared the room. So jump across, through the vent. And here's the hatchet. So grab that, jump down, run over here, pick up the ammo, and proceed. Grab the Enigma code too. Grab the rifle here, load up on the ammo, grenades, hatchet number 2, more ammo. Get your dual SMGs out. Pick up another grenade from the box before leaving. Now you're going to want to drop down in stealth here. Jump up on this box, stealth again, and get in the very corner. And as soon as this Nazi comes around the corner, take him out. Grab that hatchet. 3 hatchets now. Crouch walk left and around the corner. Hatchet throw this guy. Get the hatchet back. Pick up some rifle ammo. And now the goal for the next room is we're going to try to grenade the commander in the back room. And it doesn't always go well because the grenades are kind of... they bounce around a lot in this game. It's hard to throw grenades precisely. So just chuck all 3 grenades. If you get them, great. If you don't, just get your dual SMGs out and just camp back in this room. The majority of the enemies will just funnel to this doorway. So it's just a matter of being patient. Sometimes just fire a shot or 2 to get their attention. You got quite a few guys to kill here. If they throw grenades in, you can be brave. Throw the grenade back, that really helps thin them out. But if you're not feeling too brave, you can just retreat back into the room, let it explode, and come back. They pretty much do not advance past that doorway. Once in a while, a guy will come down on the left doorway, which leads to the second level of that room, but it's pretty rare. They usually get bunched up at this doorway and occasionally hang out in cover back there. So once you feel like you thinned out a good amount of them, you can move forward. I'm kind of being a little aggressive here because, again, I've done this so many times. I was just sick of waiting back there. I'd recommend if it's your first time doing it, just be patient and wait. Find the commander. He's usually in that back corner. He's somehow survived that explosion. Took him out. Usually, if there's enemies left, they will bunch up right there at that doorway. And again, once BJ starts talking, you've cleared the room. So, get health, get armor. You want to be getting rifle ammo at that box back there. Pick up some rifle ammo on the floor, grab helmets. There's a 50 piece of armor back in that first room we dropped in on. You want to do your best to leave here with 200 armor. If you don't, it's not too big a deal, but I think you should be able to find enough armor to get to 200 again. Pick up these grenades over here. You're going to need those later. Dual rifles out, going down. There's going to be 2 guys up ahead. There's 1, there's 2.
That's it. Controller bay.
Reload before you hit this button. Skip the scene, and now we got to go quickly to this room before the heavy spawns.
I released the Evas Hammer.
So just run straight ahead.
Back to our
put your back to here, and light them up. Quick and easy.
Stick around, so I can keep your wings a little.
Restock on ammo. Good general rule for mine Leben. Just whenever you got a free moment, always load up on ammo. Always load up on health. Never hurts. Grab the big laser. Get in this corner. Right away, get rid of the walls on that box. That really helps your visibility. And then immediately look for the heavy. And get him quickly. Because if you don't get him quickly, he can tear you up pretty bad. And once the heavy's done with, this section's pretty easy. You're pretty much just taking them out as they come in. I don't like to hold the laser down. I like to kind of feather it. Helps with ammo consumption. So the less times you have to reload this thing, the less of a chance you have of getting shot. So just, pick them off. They usually like to bunch up on that piece of cover right there. That one on the back over there too. There's a gas canister on the right that you can just barely see from where I'm standing. I think I shoot it soon here. If anyone shows up on the left, right where that guy was, make sure you take them out first, because they do have a good shot on you. There's the gas canister. That's usually good for a kill or two. Just hang about until you feel like you got them all. Do not leave this room with any less than 200 armor. Or actually, at the very least, 150, because there is a 50 piece right there. Alright, hit the switch. Make sure you're in stealth. This is the stealth section I mentioned earlier where the hatchets come into play. Let's crouch down here. Hatchet that commander. Grab the hatchet back and the Enigma code. And then hatchet that guy over there. You usually lose that hatchet, but it doesn't matter. You'll get more later. As long as you hatchet those 2 guys without getting spotted, you're pretty much golden for this section. Once I came up with this strategy, it never went wrong for me. It's just a matter of having enough hatchets to compensate a missed throw here or there. So get over here, and now you're going to peek out. Just kind of quickly peek out and look for that guy on the left. What he's going to do is he's going to walk forward and then cross to the other side of this piece of cover we're behind. Once he crosses, we're going to sneak around and stealth kill him. Because if you let him keep walking, he will find that body and send everybody on alert. So you gotta take him out right then and there. Send stealth forward. Up the stairs, and at the top of the stairs, we're just gonna book it to the switch. No one will shoot you as long as you do this quickly. Cover behind the switch. 3 guys in the next room plus a heavy. Take out the 3 guys as soon as you can. Because if you leave them lingering when the heavy shows up, you're gonna have a hard time. I think I had one, yeah, I had one stray guy left. So once the heavy shows up, chuck your grenades at him, soften him up, and then just light him up with your rifles. Every now and then, he's going to charge you. I'd say about 1 out of 10 times he did that, where he'll walk forward into this room and just charge right into that spot I was camping at. If that happens, you need to quickly run out and to the right, and then you should be able to take him out as he comes around the corner pretty safely. Grab his laser, get in here, and you got 2 guys to kill on the catwalk up there. 1, 2. Wait for Fergus to stand up. Once he stands up, that means the room is clear, and we're done with the Ausmerzer.
Let's go, we have to get the fuck out of here now!
Hey, they have to go!
Hold up.
Section F.
William, you have to find the
Restock
transmitter
your
and
laser
shut it down,
weapon
or the depth charges will
for
rupture
proceeding.
our hull.
This level's pretty easy.
We've made a mistake.
It's mostly
On the
stealth,
floor plan, section F
and
just looks like
the
a little
one mandatory
bunker.
combat section we're just
looked
gonna
for it when we
camp,
first
and
searched the U-boat after
you really
we
shouldn't get
captured it,
shot
but
at.
we
This
didn't
whole
see the
area is
entrance
not
door.
hard at all.
And with all the things we were worrying
So
about,
up the ladder.
I suppose
Make sure
we
you're in
didn't bother
stealth.
looking too closely.
If you need it, there's a
And
hatchet
now
right there on
I've
the
re-examined
dartboard.
the floor plan, and there's a reference to a completely different document.
Hatchet that guy.
The engineering map of Section F.
Sneak over
I'll
here.
report back as soon as I find
Stealth
it.
kill him. For the next 2 guys up ahead, every now and then the guy on the left is going to be facing you, and that will alert the rest of the guys here. If that happens, just take him out and just be ready for the 3 guys upstairs. But he didn't do that this time. He's usually facing away from you, and you can just stealth kill them. So then hatchet throw this guy. If you miss, it's not a big deal. Just shoot him. Then this guy will come out, and then there'll be a 3rd one. So hatchet, shoot, whatever. Just get rid of these 3 guys. Collect your hatchets. There's one there if you need it. And don't worry too much if you get shot, because there's a 100 piece of armor right here.
Ballast tank, nuclear warhead.
So if you take a few hits, don't worry about it.
God. Section F
Run
stretches
forward.
over the hull of the U-boat and
You always lose
beyond the
1
biggest
piece of
U-boat
armor
in the
there.
world, so this
So now you're at
section is
199. I really
gigantic.
don't know why, but
Some of it
that
must
happens
serve
every
as a main
time.
ballast tank or something, because it's a massive volume. Be careful, William.
Make sure you pick up those 2 bits of rifle ammo before leaving. Alright, leave that vent in stealth.
William,
Stealth walk.
those Nazis have been
All the
surviving
way around.
there ever since you captured the U-boat 5 months ago. They must be
And again, this
starving
section is
and
always
desperate.
reliable. I've never had an issue
Stay safe,
here.
darling.
Hatchet this guy, stealth him immediately. The commander is going to make a bunch of noise. He'll say, like, man down, we have a body, whatever. He's never going to see you. As long as you follow the path I take and get over here quickly, you'll be fine. Stock up on rifle ammo with those crates over there if you need it.
Caroline.
Grab the 2 health packs. Up and over.
I'm gonna make it. A few more weeks, maybe.
Hatchet throw this guy. Stealth kill him again. You got 2 more guys up ahead. So hatchet him if you can. If you don't, just shoot him. And then the other guy will be on the left. Shoot or hatchet him as well. Don't worry about the alarm. It's just the one commander in the next room. Alright, once he's dead, we're gonna do rifle in the right hand, laser in the left. And this is where we're gonna camp.
On your way back to the locker room.
And all we're gonna do here is look at this catwalk as the guys funnel in. That's where they're gonna bunch up mostly, is right in that spot. Occasionally they'll be right there on that corner, but they pretty much all funnel right there. And then there's a guy on that laser turret back there. Every now and then there'll be a guy on that laser turret, and you need to take him out. Just lean out, see if he's there, pop him with the laser. And that's really all there is to this. It's just going back and forth between the lean, laser when necessary. If you see red, immediately get to the right so you don't get shot. Take him out, go back over here, check for enemies. Check for someone on the turret, and just repeat this until everybody's dead. There is a skip for this section, but I could not get it to work reliably. It involves running out, jumping in the water down and to the right, and glitching through the wall and pretty much swimming straight to the exit door. But I could not reliably get that to work. When I was practicing it, the majority of the time I would either A, get shot trying to get into the water, or by the time I got into the water and failed to glitch through the wall after 2 or 3 attempts, I would get shot then. So I think after 30 minutes or so of being into this run, by the time you're here, it just isn't worth it to skip this one room when you can pretty much just sit up here and brainlessly shoot all of these guys. Where, I mean, really, as long as you're quick on the ball with that laser guy in the back, you really won't get shot here. So this is pretty safe and consistent, and that's really what we're trying to do on Mine Leben. We're not trying to speedrun it and get through it as quick as possible. We're trying to get through each area as safely and consistently as possible. So once you feel like you've got everybody, we're going to equip the second rifle. Swap the laser out for 2 rifles. And drop down, grab the Enigma code, and then I think that's the 4th one, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. And pick up these grenades if you can, as sometimes it's finicky and just won't let you grab them all. If it doesn't, it's not a big deal. We're not going to be using grenades for a while. I like to have them as a just in case. So crouch walk out here, grab all the health and armor you need along the way, because the commander's never in the same place. He's usually hanging out in the back, but every now and then he'll be rushing you. And if he's rushing you, you don't know where he's going to pop out, and you really don't want to get killed at this point, so just take him out safely in the back if he's there, otherwise just be on the lookout. And that's it for Section F. Overcharged health never carries over from level to level, so don't worry too much about that. Armor always does. So before you ever leave a level, always scour around for extra armor. You should try to leave with as much as possible.
Well done, Blazkowicz. Come. Everyone is gathered.
Alrighty, back on the sub.
He knows as well as I.
You don't have to talk to Set to start this, so you can just follow this route and get right to the shooting range. That piece of armor right there, if you're between missions and you need armor, grab that. It does respawn when you come back. So drop down in here, we gotta kill this robot. just come down here right away. And do your best to kill him right here. If you can't, we'll have to go forward. He cannot be damaged until that point when I first fired. And if you don't kill him there, you just kill him here.
Seth's got to be more careful with his experiments.
And here's your first weapon upgrade. We're going to do the silence pistol, which is probably the most important one in the game, because that helps tremendously with stealth sections. In fact, it's honestly quite required for the majority of the stealth sections. Load up on all weapons. There's a hatchet on the wall here. Just max out all your ammo before leaving. And we're going to proceed to the New York level.
This is a good home for us, Caroline. You always made the right call.
William. I can still smell her in here.
Look for her in Caroline's room.
You all right, Fergus? How's the arm? Please. Please help me. What happened to your face? I think she's trying to kill me, Blasco. What's what? Have you ever drifted off peacefully to sleep, only to be brutally awoken by your own prosthetic?
Alright, we're in New York. It's going to be 3 panels here you have to laser. 1, 2, 3.
But I can still hear
Fill up on laser ammo. And get your pistol out. Typically what I do for each stealth section, I usually have pistol in the right, rifle in the left, later sometimes the shotgun. Because if you screw up a stealth section and you gotta be ready to go loud, you really want another weapon besides the pistol to fight with. And switching weapons in this game is really slow. So run forward, stop here. Otherwise you'll alert that guy on the right and just walk up here. Crouch down, and as soon as this guy comes into view, take him out. And then we're going to quickly get across this pipe because the next guy is going to turn around very quickly and we have to get over here before he does. Aim right here, take him out. Lean, take this guy out. And then we're going to kill the commander right here. This strategy is pretty consistent. There was only one time where by doing this, and it was after I was climbing the fire escape right here, I just got randomly spotted. And if that happens, just run forward. Make sure you grab that upgrade kit first and just get to the next section as quick as possible. There's no one that's going to be following you and doing enough damage. They're just seeing you from the street if that happens. Make sure, though, you pass this doorway in stealth, because if you don't, the drone flying around here will be alerted, and it will make the next section much more difficult. So we're just going to be stealthing this whole part. Crouch walk all the way down here. Grab these 2 health packs here, just so that you got some breathing room in case you get shot. And then pistol these 2 dudes. And then once that's done, we're going to jump the gap. If you miss this, you can circle around and try again. And that's why I kill those 2 guys. Because if you miss the jump and those 2 guys are there, they're going to be shooting you as you come out of the building and you're going to take a lot of damage. If you take them out, you only have the drone to worry about. Make sure you're in stealth before dropping down.
Will you help light the way?
And just follow the exact route I take. You'll never have to deal with these dogs as long as you just quickly stealth walk and hug this left wall here. Every now and then, you'll hear a growl, and a dog will be behind you stalking you. Yep, it happened on this playthrough. There he is. Don't worry about that. I've never had him actually attack me. Just keep going, and just don't stress about it. Once you get in here, get your pistol out. That's going to be your backup in case these hatchet throws don't work out. Hatchet him, go forward. Do not sprint in this area because there are other enemies that will be alerted if you do. Hatchet 1 back there, hatchet number 2 over here. Always get your hatchets back if you can. Dual rifles, grab the health on the way. And just, we're not sprinting, we're just doing a light jog. And then get behind this pillar, and we're just going to wait for the heavy to come around the corner. And then we're going to shoot him in the back. Done. Laser out.
See if there's some way to
grab that weapon kit. Get your supercharged laser now. Activate the switch. Grab armor there if needed. Activate this switch. And now don't do what I do here. I accidentally exited the subway car and got hit. You want to just turn around and just run straight ahead out the back. Follow the path to the end. You have to, after you kill the heavy, the dogs from the beginning of the area will be alerted, and if you take too long, they will attack you. But 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be an issue, as long as you keep good pace. Alright, pistol out. Make sure you're in stealth as soon as that signal detected comes up. Load up on armor, rifle ammo, I mean. Hatchet that guy. Just stealth walk all the way up. This next section can be stealth. It's very tricky. Usually I don't pull it off. But the general idea of stealth in this section is wait for this first guy to cross in front here, and if you shoot him right as he turns like that, his body should fall and slump over just like that. And now what's supposed to happen is another guy, right where I'm aiming right now, another guy will show up. He took a little longer than necessary that time. I shot him, and I guess because he took too long, the commander must have seen him, because usually the commander comes forward right now. And that didn't happen. So if that doesn't happen, you're typically going to have to just fight this out. So at this point, I'm just pistoling whoever I can to thin the enemies out before, yep, there goes the alarm. Luckily, I killed the commander pretty quickly, so we didn't have too many additional enemies. But when the alarm goes off, which is usually how this is going to happen, most of the enemies will funnel up in that back area. Don't worry too much about the drone. I don't think he can hit you from here. I don't take the chance, but I'm pretty sure he can't hit you. And you can just barely hit these guys from here, but they don't have a good shot on you either, so it works out. Very rarely, you'll be able to see someone over there. But they usually bunch up in that back room, and then slightly to the left of where I'm aiming, kind of in the middle of this area, there might be 1 or 2 guys that will go there as well. So just back and forth it, take them out. When you feel like you've got them all, we're going to run across, because I find it's much easier to kill the drone from the other side than trying to shoot him through that little wall on the right. But don't rush across until you feel like you got everybody. See, I was about to go, and someone else showed up. There's a 100 piece of armor right there in the corner if you need it. So we're just waiting for the drone to show up. There he is. He's done. And that should be everybody. Sometimes there'll be 2 drones. I think if the commander's been alerted for too long, he'll bring a second drone out. So be on the lookout for that. And now we're going to retreat back here, load up on rifle ammo. You want to have max rifle ammo because you got to get through, if you alert the next section, you need to get through that and the penthouse with enough rifle ammo. So jump down, sprint, run, get under here. And you can stealth most of this next section, but I ended up screwing it up. Ideally, you want to shoot this first guy. You got to kill him in 1 or 2 bullets. I ended up taking way too many. If you shoot too many shots, the guys up there will start to go on patrol, and they'll discover you. If you kill them in one shot, you're good. 2 shots usually worked out for me. But regardless, you're going to want to stealth up here. If they're going to get alerted, it's going to happen usually at the top of the stairs here. They took a bit longer this time. Yep, there it is. Grab that upgrade kit. We're going to do the nail gun mod. And the reason why we're doing the nail gun now is especially because they're alerted. If you run out of rifle ammo, the SMG is what you're going to need to get through the penthouse. Hop across.
Way to reach the top of the state building and make contact.
Whether they're alerted or not, you want to jump across quickly because the big robot out there, he can shoot you very easily out in the open there. But once you get back in, you're into the ruins a little bit, he won't be able to hit you. So if they're alert at this point, this is a good funnel zone. They'll all bunch up right here. Be aware of the dog. He doesn't attack me until later, but that dog can easily charge up, and if you're not ready for him, you don't take him out fast enough, he will do a lot of damage. Sometimes there'll be a guy or two on the left there, but for the most part, they'll be in this doorway. If you do manage to get here and maintain stealth, in that left hallway, right about where this guy is getting shot right now, there'll be one guy. You pistol him, go up to where he died, and look up at the second level through the doorway, and just wait for the commander to come into view, shoot him, and then wait again, and his dog will go right to his body, and you can stealth kill the dog. You might get stuck on the bodies here, so you might have to jump over them. So at this point, I know the commander's in the next room, and I know his dog is in here, so I'm just being very cautious. Because that dog will fuck you up if you let him. See, I heard a noise, and I ran. And there's the dog. I hate these damn things. I hate these fucking dogs in this game. Because they're so quick and erratic that I have a hard time shooting them, and if they grab you, they just do a ton of damage, and then you're kind of stunned for a little bit, and if there's any enemies in the room, you're pretty much toast. So whether you got here in stealth or not, you're going to want to come up here now and get your dual rifles out, and you're just going to rifle whoever's left. You can try to pistol. If you come up here and maintain perfect stealth, you can try to pistol these next few guys. I was never able to get more than 1 or 2 of them before they got alerted. And what we're going to do here is once the area is clear, we're going to go back here, grab some health packs just so that we have some extra breathing room on the health. There's armor there on the right that I just passed if you need it. And right now the big robot will be shooting. And the best way to avoid getting shot is stand in that corner right before I jumped. And as soon as he makes the alarm noise that he's shooting, run and jump. Because he'll shoot that spot you're at and he won't hit you. And then quickly get to that door, because there's a heavy spawning. Right as you land on the ground, the heavy will spawn. And as long as you jump and land at that door quick enough, you can get in without getting shot. Rifle ammo there if you need it. Get that weapon upgrade, but do not use it. And just get in this corner. And the way this works is once you're in the right spot, you hold down the lean button and pull back on the stick, and that puts you completely in cover. And this makes the penthouse pretty easy, because you won't have to deal with any of the heavies, and the only thing you'll have to deal with is just the occasional drone and yellow guys coming up the stairs on the right or through the caged area on the left. And the way this area works is it's not based on how many enemies you kill, it's timed. You gotta just hold out long enough for the helicopter to come, and the helicopter will finish off everybody that's left. So all we're doing is just killing yellow guys that come up, Because as you can see here, they can, if they get in the right spot, they can hit you a little bit. So you can't just hide... You can't just hide behind here like this the whole time. They will kill you. If you run out of rifle ammo, you'll be switching to the SMG. Which is why we got the nail gun mod earlier, because that does make killing enemies a little easier. But I typically have enough rifle ammo to get through it all. And then this guy, I just could not hit him for some reason, and he tore me up. I almost died right here. And that is the most damage I've ever actually taken doing this strategy. I usually get through this without even getting shot. So it's pretty safe, as long as you're taking them out diligently. When you have just one big guy left, sometimes the helicopter can't get to him if he's hiding down in that kitchen area, so just jump out and just walk around. I usually just take this time to find ammo. He won't hit you, but that kind of baits him to come out so the helicopter can get you.
Right, everyone's safely evacuated.
And then once they start talking,
jump in, Blasco.
the area is clear.
Caroline.
So because I took a ton of damage, I don't want to leave here without 200 armor, so I'm going to just scour around and pick up all the armor I can find.
Move up, Blasco, jump in. Move up, Blasco, jump in.
So as you can see, there's plenty. I went from almost 0, and I think I do get to 200. Oh, here's a quick tip. If you ever need extra armor, and there's dead heavies on the floor, shoot their gas tanks. Once they explode, a bunch of armor will spill out. Just making sure I got that upgrade kit, and that is it for the penthouse. That upgrade kit that we grabbed and did not use, we're saving that for the shotgun, which we'll be doing for the next 2 upgrade kits.
Who's little Zeta? You're little Zeta, Abby. Yes, you are. You're such a little gray. You're such a little gray.
We gotta set this right, Grace. Put the fighting spirit back in the American people. Ignite a revolution.
Shit. We've been fighting every motherfucking day, Blazkowicz. White America, though? They done...
Maybe this isn't bad.
Okay, we're gonna go to the shooting range and pick up this upgrade kit that we can get now. So carefully, so you don't get zapped, disable that. And upgrade kit's right there. And now you have to just run through the kill house to get back out. And then make sure you resupply before leaving. And now on to Section F, Part 2. Which is the easiest level in the game, thanks to this nifty little glitch.
Good evening, Captain Blazkowicz.
Grace, you read?
Your suit, the damp heat, the maddening itch. How
Okay, now we're going to try to glitch through the wall.
So tight I struggled.
Try to aim right about where I'm at. And you're going to want to just run forward, kind of look up a little bit, and just keep bashing the A button. And you should jump over this wall. There we go. And once you're in, swim forward. And make sure your head is above the water at all times. Because if you're under the water, BJ will eventually drown. He'll start losing health and drown. And we definitely don't want that. So just hit the A button, make sure you're swimming on the surface. And just go straight ahead. And then we're going to go through this pipe. And as you can see, it's kind of finicky. There's not really a lot of room to get through it. So just follow the path I take, hit the switch when you pop out. And then we're going to quickly run to the nuke. If you take too long, the heavies will spawn and they can shoot you. I got stuck on the doorway one time and they managed to get a shot on me. But that only happened once. Typically, if you just run here without getting stuck anywhere, you'll be fine. And that little glitch saves you probably a good 15, maybe 20 minutes. And not having to deal with the dozen or so heavies in that level.
I'm fine. Never better. Never better. Well, I need to take care of this. You need to rest. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Well, do me a favor. Before you die, go to Grace. She's at the helm, you know.
And we're off to Roswell. So the rest of this is self-explanatory. The commentary will resume at the milkshake Nazi.
Turns out, the herd I tried to spare was mine, not hers.
I like to stick knife in the side of Nazi stuff. Just slightly to the right above the pelvis.
Submarine creeps me the hell out. Here's a couple.
Right. Let's see if this bird is ready to fly like Grace asked me to. Put everything else out of your mind. Looks like I need more power. Chopper's fat and sassy. Should let Grace know.
Come on, girl. Just breathe.
The main man.
All set. Helicopter's good to go.
Thanks, man. I think it's time we had a gathering.
Okay, Blazkowicz. Look for Papa Joe's All-American Diner. Meet Super Special inside the restaurant. Do not break cover.
Is this all they have?
Papa Joe's All-American Diner. My kind of dive.
Was hast du heute gelernt, Peter?
I don't know. Stuff?
Practice your German, dear. You will
Hello
need
there,
it.
sir. Please,
Was
have a seat at the counter.
denn
I'll be right with you.
Sachen?
Ma'am, what'll it
I
be?
want the chili.
We're about to close,
Oh,
unfortunately.
it's to go. We'll be quick. Let's see. I'll have the...
Blazkowicz. Speshy knows you're coming to attack the Oberkommando, but he has no idea you bringing a damn atom bomb. You gotta break him the news.
Hello?
Come on, Peter. Let's go someplace else.
But Mom, we
No
haven't even...
buts.
Oh,
Danke.
well, good day, ma'am.
You, one strawberry milkshake, please.
Oh, I hope you don't have a fire back there to put out. If so, I'll come back another time.
I'm sure the fire can wait, Commandant. One strawberry milkshake coming right up.
Fireman, I recognize your face. Very Aryan face it is, too. Are you out of Station 1?
There you go, Commandant.
Oh, vielen Dank.
So here we are at the infamous milkshake Nazi.
Now you. Show me your...
And as you all know, he'll ask you for his papers. Instead of doing that, you're going to hit the melee button and bash his face in. Which saves you a good 3 or 4 minutes of him checking your papers, seeing your poster, getting shot. It's not much, but trust me, it adds up when you've done 5, 10, 20, 30 runs of this trying to go for this achievement.
You couldn't be wearing a mask made to look like William J. Blazkowicz to hide your alien space lizard facial traits. So, how many of the password Grace gave you?
She didn't give me one.
Right. Off with the mask. Show me your lizard face, motherfucker.
Super Special, lower your weapon before I break your arm or put your lights out.
I knew it was you, Terror Billy. I was just fucking with you. Come on, follow me.
And here we go for the train.
Keep going down that tunnel, and you'll end up at the Area 52 cargo train loading depot. Fastest way to Area
The strategy
52
I have for this is
hitch a ride
very
on one of those cargo
reliable.
trains.
Really, the only thing that can go wrong is you screw up the jump for the train. But if you do, you can run back up and try again, because that did happen to me a couple times where I did mess the jump up. And I was able to try again and not take any damage. So this whole next area is pretty safe. You don't have to worry too much.
Oh, what the hell? They got rocket trains now.
When you drop down here, kind of go wide. If you just go straight for him, sometimes he'll spot you. So kind of go wide, get behind him. Take him out. Drop down. And then we're going to fall down right where the upgrade kit is.
Nice.
And that's 3 upgrade kits, which as soon as we get on the train, we're going to apply them to the shotgun. So go up the ramp, stay in crouch, just go forward. Those guys on the left will never see you. Keep going. And we're going to stealth kill that guy on the left. And the only reason why we're doing that is if you screw the jump up, you're going to land right in front of him. And that's not going to be good. So if we take him out and screw the jump up, you can just come right back up this ramp and try again. So at the top here, we're going to just peek up enough to get the commander. Kill him, kill his dog. And then in this room, we're going to want to equip the dual rifles, again, just in case we screw this up, and just in case there's enemies to shoot. You want to be prepared. And fill up to 200 health, and then hit the switch. Again, just to be prepared if we screw this up. Jump on the railing, run and jump to the train, get in the train. Boom. Done, see you later, you never get shot. I've never been damaged doing that, even if I miss the jump. Pretty solid, you don't have to fight any of those guys. Get the shotgun, get all the ammo, and immediately apply all 3 upgrades to it. Do not walk forward. If you walk forward, you'll trigger the next enemies to spawn. So you can take your time right here, getting your pistol and getting your shotgun out. And we're having the shotgun as the secondary because this is all close quarters, and that's just a, if shit hits the fan, backup weapon. Now that doesn't usually happen. Usually BJ just kills him when I melee right there. But for some reason he threw a hatchet. I guess I hit it too soon. But if that happens, just pistol him. Pistol these 2 guys. If you don't pistol everybody in one shot, these guys up here will be on patrol. So that's why he was there. And sometimes there's a guy here too. So just pistol them if necessary. If you do that underneath section perfectly, there'll be no one there and you can just crouch walk right to the next area. But regardless, it's not a big deal if they get alerted, because they usually have their back to you if you just peek around that corner and just take them out as needed. Once again, this train section is pretty consistent. I really never had a problem here. Stealth kill this robot and just Crouch walk to the left here. There's guys up on those upper catwalks. I've never had them see me. As long as I just get through here quickly and quietly, it's never been an issue. Just follow the exact path I take. And then we're going to skip this whole cabin by going down here. And now we're going to sneak up on this heavy. Don't worry about him turning around. He stops over there for quite a while, so you're never really pressed for time to get to him. Slash his fuel tank. Back up far enough so that that explosion doesn't damage you. Shoot him. And don't worry about the guys getting alerted behind you, because as soon as you walk forward and that signal detected disappears, they despawn. So hatchet throw that guy. That guy walking across, we'll never see him. Lean and kill him, and then you gotta lean and headshot this guy with one shot quickly. Otherwise, these two will start to go on patrol. Usually they're gonna go on patrol. It's very hard to do that section perfectly. But if they go on patrol, that's fine. Just pistol them, and then as soon as they're dead, start running. Because in that underneath cabin, there's some robots that will be alerted, and then they're gonna come up and do quite a bit of damage if you're not ready for it. So you just need to get in and out of there quickly and quietly. But if you headshot the guy in white perfectly, those two guys in the train control section will not be on patrol, and they'll both have their backs to you, and you can just quickly stealth kill them without an issue. Make sure you're crouched before you leave the train. We need to do this entire next section completely crouched. Do not shoot. Do not break any crates. Do not do anything other than exactly what I do. This next section is extremely finicky. And there's a lot of ways this can go wrong. We're going to kill that guy, this guy, and then leave the third guy alone. Even if he's facing you, he will not see you. As long as you just quickly get to the left, he will not see you. Leave him alone. I've experimented many times with this area, and for some reason, if I kill that third guy, the guys on the lift are a lot more aggressive. They'll, instead of just kind of walking off and doing their thing, they'll be on patrol actively searching for you if that third guy is dead. I don't know why. Killing the first two guys is not an issue, but killing the third guy is. I really don't have an explanation for that, but that's just the way it is. But anyways, jump on this railing, and then you're going to jump and crouch on the valve that I'm sitting on, and we're just going to wait for the lift. On the lift is one heavy and two regular guys. The two regular guys typically walk off the lift, and it'll only be the heavy coming up with you on the lift. Now this you got to do very specifically. Wait for the lift to come to a complete stop, walk forward, and then jump the railing. If you don't wait for it to come to a complete stop, he won't vault the rail, and you'll fall down to your death. So quickly, as soon as you get over there, get back and crouch, and quickly go hit the switch, and then come back to this spot. And we're just going to sit here for the entire lift ride. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to prep the dual shotguns. So you're going to have shotgun on the left, and then shotgun on the right, fully loaded, and then take the pistol out. And the reason why we're doing that is, if shit hits the fan in the next section, you can just hit the Y button, and you have dual shotguns at the ready, without having to fuss with the weapon wheel. Now, 9 times out of 10, you can ride up this lift and not have a problem. One time, and this only happened once, one time the heavy walked right where I'm aiming right now. He walked right over there for no reason and spotted me. And if that happens, get your dual shotguns out and kill him as quick as you can and get to the very back of this lift. And right back there, I don't know if you saw it, but there's a stack of crates back there you can take cover behind. Get your dual rifles out, and you're just going to camp there and try to take out all these guys up here. You're going to have your hands full because there's going to be a lot of them, and they have a good line of sight on you. I got through, but it was extremely difficult. So when we get to the top, jump the rail, get over here. Sometimes you'll get stuck on that ramp. Headshot that guy on the left. He'll always be there. This guy on the right was much further over than he normally is. He's usually left of those boxes, so I wasn't ready for that. And I ended up screwing up shooting him and got alerted. But that guy there, that's who you want to stealth kill next. And then you should be able to sneak all the way up here. But if that alarm ever goes off, just dual shotgun and run for your life. Only shoot who's in front of you. As soon as you get into here, they despawn. Hatchet him.
You want the Nazis to leave the warhead alone once you planted it, right? Well, what you gotta do is place it in the Oberkommando's nuclear
This room's pretty
reactor.
reliable
That
too.
way
As long as you don't screw up the second commander and his dog, you should be able to get through here without an issue. Jump the rail, come down. You're going to want to be crouched the entire time. Make sure you kill this guy before he gets to the top of the ramp, or he's going to be a problem for you later. And just stealth over here. I hate this entire section of the game. Like, right from when you get off the train all the way through the end of the courthouse, honestly, is the hardest part of the game. I died more times in that chunk of the game than anywhere else by far. It's between that lift section, this section, the section after it, the courthouse. Just, there's so many things that can go wrong. So for that commander there, you want to throw your hatchet at him. Ideally, hatchet him. If you can't, try to pistol him. As long as you do it quickly enough, you shouldn't alert anyone, and then pistol the dog. Come up here. You got 2 guys left. He's usually here. Sometimes he's right in front of the switch. And then the second one is usually about here, sometimes more to the right. It kind of depends on how long you take to get over here. And then continue to stay crouched, and just get your double shotguns out and blast this last robot that shouldn't... Hopefully, if you didn't alert anybody, he should just be standing there idle. Gather health, gather armor, gather ammo if needed. Always, 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 always do that whenever you get a breather like this. If this room goes bad, and you have to fight your way through it, and you really get chewed up, you can go back to that previous room. All the enemies will be despawned, and there'll be plenty of armor and health to pick up. And then the way we're going to tackle this next section is you're going to want to have, before you arm the bomb, you want to have the laser in the right, shotgun in the left, and then you're going to want to prep the rifle by switching to the rifle and switching back to the laser, kind of like we did with the pistol and shotgun earlier, so that when you take out the big robot, you could just quickly switch to the rifle. So flip the switch, that opens up the reactor over there, and we're going to grab this big chunk of health here. Oh, I'm sorry, we're going to grab this one first for the 40, grab this one for the 100, and then there should be a bunch of 20s, I think, on the floor here. Yep, 200 health, 200 armor, arm the bomb. Do not move forward. Charge and stand completely still. As long as you don't move forward, the big guy will not spawn. So once it's completely charged, move forward. If you headshot him, you'll kill him in one shot. If you don't get the headshot, charge up another round and blast him. Once he's dead, get the rifle out, run over here. These 2 guys will always be here, and then get in this corner. And we got about 4 or 5 guys we got to take out, so just keep an eye out for them. Take them out as needed. Lean out. Always lean. Whenever you're taking cover and you got to fight enemies like this, always lean. Never stick your whole body out, because if you lean, you have a much less chance of getting shot. And then these 2 guys will always be here. There'll be one here at the top of the ramp, and then here's the second one. They will always, always, always be there. And now what you want to do, once that's done, pick up armor from the dead robot, and back up to the exit door, because every now and then there'll be a straggler that won't rush you while you were camping there before, and if he gets you while you're opening that door, you're pretty much toast. You can sometimes eat the damage, but I've gotten killed there before and it really sucks to die this far in. But like I said, this section's really inconsistent. Make sure you're crouched here at the top. You're going to have a heavy up on that upper area on the left there, who we're going to take out. But the first thing we're going to do is get rid of these 2 robots. And as long as you stealth and get to them quickly, the heavy won't see you. He should be stomping around right now. He goes in different places every time. Sometimes he'll be on the left side, sometimes he's towards the back, sometimes he'll be on the right towards where you entered the room. Just kind of listen for where he's walking and compensate. The goal here is to flank him. You want to try and get behind him and just take him out just like that, just like we usually do. If he's standing up at the top there where I just got up here, there's a room in the back that you can crouch walk to underneath this platform and pop out that other door and be able to get behind him. Grab his laser and get ready for this robot that latches on the wall. Quick and easy kill. Get over here. And then we're going to lean out on this corner here and take out the last heavy of the level. And once he's dead, do not leave this area with any less than 200 armor. Because we want to get to the courthouse with as much armor as possible. You also want to prep dual shotguns. Dual shotguns fully loaded, 200 armor. Do not leave this area without either of those things. There's plenty of armor in the area where the heavy was, where the 2 robots were, and the large reactor room. You can go back there and all the enemies will be despawned, so there's no reason why you can't have 200 armor.
I met someone special.
So now we're at the farmhouse. The only thing you gotta do here is go to the basement to grab the last weapon upgrade. And we're gonna apply that to the SMG drum mag. Make sure you have the nail gun and drum mag. Very, very, very important for the courthouse.
And still a better daddy than you.
Careful after this cutscene. Once you skip it, press right trigger to kill your dad. So just be on the ready for that.
Who'd you call? I heard everything. She's here.
And then we gotta take out the 3 claws. What's nice about these claws is as soon as the animation starts where you're trying to detach them, you cannot be shot at. You're invincible during that time. So the basic goal of this whole little section here is to just get to the claw as quick as you can. So get over here. The drones should not hit you. Get up over here. Grab ammo if needed, and just get over here and just bash the X button so that you can take out this claw as quick as you can. You might take a little hit. I lost 4 armor there, but you can get through without getting shot. And now all you have to do here, crouch forward, find the heavy, and just blast him. As soon as he's dead, hit the claw. Unfortunately, the heavy did hit me a little bit. Most of the time he has his back to you. I don't know why this time he was facing me, and he managed to get a shot on me, but quite often you can finish this section with 200 armor. But even if you don't, the courthouse is still quite doable, even if you're at 134 like I was. And that concludes this area. I'll see you at the courthouse.
Meine Damen und Herren, wir haben ihn! Mörder, du hast meinen Sohn getötet! Er hat meinen Sohn getötet!
Ruhig bleiben, bleib ruhig. Setz dich wieder hin.
Er hat es verdient zu sterben!
It's all a show. And I'm the guy wearing the black hat.
No, I say! You will not deny me access to my client. You see this? Read it. I am entitled to confer with my client in absolute privacy. Do you want me to call the judge? You will be looking for another job tomorrow. You hear me? Now you let me see my client, or are you gonna test me?
What is this? Take that hood off
of him! Schnell, motherfucker! Oh, come on. How's he supposed to talk to me when he's got that gag thing covering his mouth?
Not my problem, it stays on.
Oh, Christ! Will you just give us some privacy, please? Oh, you look like ass, man. Fuck. Looks like you're at death's door. Seriously, this is not a good look for you. Anyway, listen, your trial's coming up in a couple of weeks, and after that, they're gonna execute you, and that whole charade is gonna be televised to every living room on the planet. So instead of that bullshit going down, we're gonna break you the fuck out of here right now. It's kind of a risky plan, but the security they have around you is out of this world, so it's kind of the only play we got. All right? I mean, the hoops I had to jump through to get to you, and I'm your fucking lawyer. That pissed me off. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make like you attacked me, and when the guard pig comes in looking for your ass, I'm gonna sneak up behind him, and I'm gonna shove this little number right into the base of his skull. I'm gonna grab his keys and his gun, and I'm gonna roll you right on out to the elevator, popping Nazis wherever they show up, straight down to the garage where Bombati and Anya and everyone else has the getaway car. Okay, you ready? Let's get this freak show on the road. Go. Fuck. That hurts so bad. You don't even know. Let's get this fucking gag thing off you. All right. Once we hit the street, it's all car chases and flying bullets. They got tanks outside, man. We got some tricks up our sleeve, though. If we make it that far, we make it. The hard part is getting down to the garage. Hey! Help! Help! Open the door! He fucking attacked me, man! He broke my nose, and then he got out through that door right there! Fucking Terror Billy! He's on the loose! Stay back! And he had help! They came in right through that door, and they broke him out. It was space aliens, man!
Schnitt! Cut! Zimmermann, Sie haben Talent. Sie sollten zum Film gehen, bei Helene vorsprechen.
Guter Schuss, General. Der zuckt noch.
Idiot. He was dead as soon as you walked into the building. Tapferer kleiner Liebling, ich bin dein und du bist mein. Liebling, so lieblich und... Open your mouth. Open. Open it. That's it. Huh? How does it taste? Shh. How does it taste? The gunpowder of the bullet that killed your friend. How does it feel? Do you love the taste? Oh. You hear that? It's my attack force. Moving in on your friends in the garage. You're so boy. I'm gonna go down there now and join in on the fun.
Anya, my family. Weeks pass, or more. Feel myself slipping away. Got me praying for the end.
For theft and destruction of public and private property, aiding the enemy, torture, terrorism, including nuclear, both domestic and abroad, and high treason. For gruesome murders that number in the thousands, You have been found guilty, Mr. William Joseph Blazkowicz. It is rare, even for a man of my job description, to come face to face with true evil.
And here we are at the absolute worst part of the game. So this is about 90 minutes in, usually on my playthroughs, and it's pretty much with my strategy. I'd say you got about a 60-70% chance of getting through this. So time to get serious. As soon as we break out, and as soon as you have control of your character, look down and grab a second SMG right there. Charge forward, kill this guy very quickly, grab the health, slide over here, grab armor if needed, load up on ammo, and get your second SMG out, fully loaded, max out your ammo, and start taking guys out. The biggest threat here is going to be grenades. You need to be alert to grenades. Yep, I didn't see that either. That was a small miracle that I managed to eat that, and I just barely noticed that grenade and threw it back. So that's going to be the biggest thing you have to worry about, is listen for grenades hitting the floor there, and just peek out and toss it back as quick as you can. When you have an opening, rush the judge, grab this armor, grab 2 health packs here on the left, slide over here, grab these health packs, and you should be able to get back here with 200 health and 100 armor, roughly. And once you've gotten past that, it gets a little easier. It's just that initial wave is by far the toughest and where you're most likely to get killed. And the general goal here is to just do not give the enemies an opening. You want to be peeking out and just spitting bullets at them constantly. Even if you're not killing them, just stunning them is enough. Especially if you get 2 guys shooting at once, never try to just kill 2 of them. Just spit some bullets at one of them and take some cover. By the time you peek out, you can kill the other one. Always lean. Never, ever, ever stick your body out unless it's to throw a grenade away. So just lean, reload, restock on ammo. Lean, reload, restock on ammo. And just be on alert. Enemies usually come in from the right. Sometimes they'll camp at the judge box, and then sometimes they'll be on the left coming from the judge box. Usually those 3 places are where you need to look for enemies. And just don't give them an inch. Just do not let them bunch up on you. Do not let them throw grenades. As soon as Angle starts talking here, clear the area, peek out, and if it's clear, run over here. Slide, grab grenades, grab this machine gun, and camp right here. If you've made it this far, you're looking pretty good. I have 108 armor, but I've done this with far less. And you're just going to stare right here until the heavy comes down. Blast him as soon as he shows up. Run forward, you'll pick up some armor from his body. Get over here. Blast the second heavy. Do not peek out too far, you'll get shot. As soon as he's dead, drop that. Run, slide. Grab the health, grab the armor. If you need more armor, it's on the right by the box. Get back here, load up on everything. Quickly get to the top here, grab this rifle, and when you get up here, turn around. The dog is usually here, but this time he wasn't. He was a little slow, and right behind the dog will be the robot. So here's the robot, and here's that piece of shit dog who ended up doing a lot of damage to me. You want to get rid of him quickly, and once you're up here with the dog and that robot dead, you're pretty much good. I've never died from this point on. The enemies don't come up here too often. You pretty much have the occasional robot rushing you, maybe 1 or 2 small guys, and it's really not that bad. So you have quite a bit of armor over here. On the right, on that back wall, is a 100 piece of armor, and immediately to the right, between the 2 ammo stations, is a 50 piece of armor. You also have some health on the ammo stations and a decent amount of rifle and shotgun ammo. So once you get up here, you're looking pretty good. And the basic strategy here is once you've cleared out the initial guys, most of them bunch up at the bottom of the stairs there. So just huck some grenades that you picked up earlier right next to that machine gun, and you should be able to thin out most of them this way. And then just get right here in this corner with the dual rifles and just feather the triggers and take them out as needed. They don't have a good line of sight on you here. They can hit you a little bit, so just kind of keep an eye on your health, and if you see yourself getting shot, just crouch down. But usually right here, they can't hit you. If a robot's coming, get your shotgun out, crouch, and just wait for him to come in, blast him. I was unlucky and had 2 robots rush right there, so I took some damage. They typically just come in one at a time, though. And it's just a matter of thinning them all out. So just shoot guys from here. Keep an eye on your health and armor, grab it as needed. Listen for robots coming in. Equip your shotgun, take out the robots, and that's pretty much the gist of it. When you start to hear the heavies being deployed, there'll be 3 heavies. At this point, you need to go forward and take out any stragglers before the heavies get up here. So I usually go forward with rifle shotgun or dual shotguns if I'm out of rifle ammo, and just crouch forward until you can see all the angles right there, and if there's no one there, you can be pretty rest assured they're dead. So it should just be the heavies at this point. Grab the laser turret. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to get the heavies to come up here. They're kind of inconsistent in where they'll go. This first one usually comes up here, and you can laser him safely from here because he'll have his back to you. I got lucky here and this second heavy came along. That doesn't usually happen. You usually have to jump over the rail, kind of get on the balcony there, look around. I kind of alternate between that room and then this area, because the third heavy would not cooperate with me. He kept going back and forth, and he actually got a good shot on me there, so I went back for some armor. But the general idea here is to just alternate back and forth, listen for where they're walking, try to get a beat on where they are, and take them out from up top. You can shoot through, if you get right up on the wall, as you can see right here, you can shoot through it. The heavy can't hit you, but you can hit him, and that's usually how you want to get him. And at this point, we're done. So that's it for the courthouse. If you get through that, you can really take a breather, because in my opinion, the rest of the game is far easier than the last half an hour or so that you had to go through. And really the whole first half of the game, honestly, is more challenging than the second half. It's just I've done it so many times that, you know, I pretty much know it in my sleep at this point. So commentary will now resume when we get the Battle Walker.
Schnellen Einsatz ohne Todesopfer. Nun wird diesem Schwerverbrecher und ehemaligen Terroristenanführer die Gerechtigkeit erfahren, die er seinen unzähligen Opfern verwehrte. Unser ruhmvolles Reich wird nicht ruhen, ehe der Krieg gewonnen ist! Sieg heil!
Sieg heil! Sieg heil! Sieg heil!
We would have been so good together. Darling, you're breaking my heart.
The old and the weak are doomed.
Everyone in position. She's dropping it!
Look! He's awake.
Hey, look at that jumping bastard! The only person on the planet hard enough to survive getting his head chopped off? Mr. Blazkowicz, can you hear me? Uh-huh. Okay, so listen to this. Some time ago, Caroline obtained this latest generation biologically engineered super soldier body from a Nazi scientific lab. Very, very impressive specimen. Anila, please show this to him.
Look, William, Seth is gonna attach this to build a connection between your head and your new body.
Anya! Kindler, please, I'm an family. Please come and help me here. Now, these are very rare Nazi combat equipment from super soldiers our fighters found in the field. None of them is working, but I have enough material to fix one contraption. You should decide which one you want. You can choose. Blink once for this one, blink twice for the one in the middle, blink 3 times for that over there. Okay, Yingler, let's get to
Alright, we are back, and we've just selected the Battle Walker. Get a nice kiss from Anya. We're picking the Battle Walker because that is by far the best upgrade in the game. Because this allows you to take quite a few shortcuts. This is an especially important one on Venus, so you'll see later. And also, once you get the upgrade, you do not lose overcharged health. So you can stock up on 200 health for the entire rest of the game, which gives you a lot of leeway. So grab that weapon upgrade and pick the rifle scope. And ironically, you're never going to actually use the rifle scope, because if you try and pick off enemies with the scope from a distance, you're just going to get melted every time. The rifle scope, the reason why we're using that is it allows single shot mode, which greatly increases your accuracy and your ammo consumption. So you're not going to have to worry so much about ammo anymore with the dual rifles, and you're going to be able to chew through the armored heavies and pretty much every other enemy in the game very easily with the single shot rifles. And can't skip this, so stuck here until Max comes over and lifts that in there for them.
Boom, like this! Oh, say your prayers, we're fucked now! You'll kill us all! No, 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 no!
Maxos.
Alright, very good, Max. Thank you.
Well done, Max.
Quick little tip here. Walk forward until you see Sigrun come out, and then activate this cutscene, because then you can skip her little bathroom happy dance scene.
Has a job for me.
And now we're going to go upgrade the Battle Walker. Take your time in this section, because anytime you pass that red, these little gate areas here, you're going to get electrocuted, and that's an insta-kill. So, take your time, follow the path I do. I always got, even though I've done this a few times, I always got a little nervous and stressed going through this, because I'm always paranoid that I'm going to get killed by something really dumb in this game, and this would probably be one of the most embarrassing places to die in. Because to get through the courthouse and get this far and get killed here would be really upsetting. Come up here, again, just take your time. And then we're going to drop down, shut off the electricity, give this guy the old 1-2, and get back. And done. You can now have 200 health. I don't know what that had to do with being able to get 200 health, but I'm not complaining. And now we're on to the bunker level. Alrighty, here we are at the bunker level. You're going to be constantly losing health in this first area, so we want to get through it quickly. Go into stealth, hatchet through this guy, grab health on the way, hatchet through this guy, grab health on the way. Third guy,
find a way inside
grab health again,
before the radiation levels, you know,
and there's number 4. Once you kill the 4th one, you can stand up. Drop down here, smash this crate. 3 packs of 20. Grab that over there, you should now have 200. Pistol rifle, drop down. Pistol the commander. Quickly take out his 2 hell beasts. Grab that health, peek out. Pistol this guy coming up. Stand up. Come over here. Grab that pack of health. And then we're going to hatchet throw this guy. That's all pretty reliable and easy to do. The rest of this section, the enemies are going to be in slightly different places each time. So I like to jump up on the railing here and just pistol them, whoever I can see, as I go. Take him out, take him out. The dog is usually with that second guy right there. There was one time that the dog, for whatever reason, ran all the way up the ramp, all the way around that catwalk where that guy's walking, and got up right behind me and chomped me and took out pretty much my whole armor right before I jumped up on the railing there after that last hatchet throw. So be on alert for that. That only happened once, but just, you gotta expect the unexpected in this. No matter how well you practice these sections, this game is gonna throw some really stupid, weird shit at you. And you gotta be able to compensate for that as best you can. Sometimes you're not gonna be able to get out of it, but if you're prepared for the unexpected, you can save yourself quite a bit. So get a spare hatchet there if you need it. Grab health, grab ammo. Charge up your laser. Do not sprint in this area, you will alert the enemies. So just walk over to here, and we're gonna climb up. Crouch. And we're going to kill 3 guys. We're going to pistol the commander first, then the guy talking to him, and then this guy right here. And the game's glitchy, and the conversation, even though they're dead, the conversation between the commander and this guy will keep going. Don't worry about that. And now we're going to go for the next weapon upgrade, which is up here. Now you need to stay and crouch for this area. With the exception of the upgrade room, you need to be crouched everywhere else, because there is one more guy and then one robot in that room, and you will alert them if you're standing up and running around. And again, one time, I've done this many times without a problem. One time, for some reason, that guy and that robot got alerted. If that happens, just run to this back area, take cover behind one of these pillars, and just take them out as needed. Let's come down here, get through here, stay crouched until you pass that barrier, and then you can walk. It's a big pack of health right there. I think it's a 100. Yep. Should be going into here with 200 and 100 easily. And this room's very inconsistent. You can stealth it all, but I can never get it to work reliably. You pretty much want to take out these 2 guys first, and usually what happens is the commander will pace around underneath that staircase across from those 2 guys, but every now and then he likes to go on a stroll, and if that happens, you're pretty much looking at an alert. But regardless, you're going to want to crouch the rest of the way here, take out this robot. And right under that staircase just ahead is where the commander should be. See, I'm making sure he didn't take a stroll first. And unfortunately he did this time, but I think he comes back. If it was this run, I do think he comes back. Yeah, he does come back. So he's right under the stairs right now. I'm just waiting for him to come into view. He's usually in view by now. So I was a little hesitant on what to do here. That guy was patrolling around. That guy's not usually there. He's usually down at a lower level. And then there was another guy patrolling there that wasn't the commander. So both of those things don't normally happen. Like I said, this area is pretty inconsistent. Just kind of stay vigilant. Finally, the commander shows up and you can take him out. If you do get the alert, straight ahead right there, if you see that crate way in the back there, there's 3 health packs right there. That's an excellent place to hunker down if the alert goes off. Yeah, that crate right there. Hunker down right there with the dual rifles, and the majority of the enemies will funnel over here. They'll come along from the left. Right about where I'm at right now is where they'll try to shoot you. And you have a pretty good line of sight, and you got 3 health packs there in case you do get shot. So every time I do alert the enemies in this area, which is pretty much a coin flip if that happens, that's where I go, and I've never had an issue. So we're staying crouched because we have the heavy on the bottom floor, and also, I believe, usually there's 2 guys down here, but one of them came up to the commander. So I think there's just 1 left. If I remember correctly, that or maybe they're both dead. Maybe that was the 2 guys that I pistoled earlier just before the commander. Either way, you want to come here, flip that first switch, and just peek around, just be vigilant, because there's usually 2 guys patrolling around down here. And I can't remember if one or both of them is dead right now. I know one of them is dead right there next to the commander. I know that's one of them. But I can't remember if the other one made it up to the stairs or not. And then what we're going to want to do, once we've checked all our corners here, is we're going to want to take out that heavy down there before we pull that second switch. As soon as he comes into view. There he is. Try and get him from behind if you can. Just makes it easier. Take him out. And then you're going to want to sit over here, because if you couldn't find those 2 guys, you want to take cover back there and let them funnel to you. So, at this point I'm paranoid, because usually if they're alive, they will have come here by now, but they haven't. So I couldn't really decide, are they dead? Are they hiding? I wasn't really quite sure what to do here. But at some point I decide, fuck it, let me just hit the switch here and get the next heavy out, and I'll deal with them if they show up. So charge up your laser and just... boom, done. And then move on. Make sure you're crouched right about this point. And we're going to stay in stealth the whole way here. Because we're going to stealth past the giant robot dog. And this is very reliable. This worked every time I tried it. You're pretty much just going to hug the right perimeter the entire time. Because he spawns straight ahead there, and then he starts creeping left. And again, every time I ran this, he did this. And as long as you're crouched, as long as you're on the right-hand side here, he shouldn't see you. So you just crouch walk over here, and when the doors open, make a run for it. Jump up, and just quickly get into the elevator. Every time I practiced that, never got shot. It's pretty rock solid. Armor there if you need it. Health over there if you need it. Make sure you crouch before entering this room. We've got 2 guys to pistol on the way here. And I'm struggling to remember right now. I think I screw it up and alert these guys. So at least you can see what plan B looks like. But ideally, you're going to want a pistol. There'll be a guy coming up on the left here. Here he is. Take him out. And then, usually this guy is on the right coming out of that room, but he wasn't, and I wasn't fast enough taking him out. So I set off the alarm. And I've never set off the alarm here before. There's the next weapon upgrade kit. Use that for the laser ammo upgrade. I've never set off this alarm before, so I kind of improvised this. I don't know if this is the ideal way to do this, but it worked for me. Get up here, which is what you would want to do anyway. If you stay in stealth, all you got to do is climb up here, crouch walk straight ahead, and right where I'm aiming right now, you just peek around that corner and pop the final commander. Or not the final commander, one of the commanders, and grab the objective. That's all you have to do if you stealth it. If you screwed it up like I did, you're pretty much just waiting here as they funnel through. And again, just beware of dogs. I hate the dogs so much in this game. I think dogs have killed me more than the people have. There's one commander. The second one, I believe, is downstairs. Right where I'm aiming now, that's where the commander is if you stealth it. So just peek around the corner and shoot him in the head. Done. But at this point, if you do get the alert, you don't want to grab the objective yet, because they're going to swarm you as you're trying to get out. So you want to just finish off everybody that's here. And this section is pretty easy to stealth. Just, again, that second guy in that room that ended up causing the alert, he was way left of where he usually is. And that never happened before, and I just wasn't ready for it. And, yep, that's all it took. But that's why we got to improvise. There's always a plan B, and this was my plan B. Just taking my time at this point, because, again, I've never had this happen. Wasn't quite sure how to handle it. I felt pretty confident that everybody was dead once I killed that commander. So, time to go for the objective. Oh, nope, there was another guy. Keep your ears open. Alright, now we're going for the objective. So after getting this, the gas comes on, your health will start depleting. There's going to be 4 guys that come out of that room straight ahead.
Guess that's my cue. You
1,
Nazis born in a barn.
2,
You're letting the radiation in.
3, and 4. Once they're all dead, you're free to move forward. If you stealthed here, the guys in that previous room, one time I had one guy run in there, and he shot me in the back. And after that happened, every time I jump down, I just turn around real quick to make sure there's no stragglers in there. That only happened once, but just be alert for it. And then get in this corner, and I keep the camera right here so you can see the whole arena. And just as these robots land, take them out. Single shot, armor-piercing rifles, make pretty quick work of them. There's one spawn point behind those crates over there that they can land where you can't hit them from here. And that's really the only one you gotta kind of be on the ready for, but otherwise you can just spawn kill them essentially. Yep, that's the one. So just be ready for when that happens. And then, yep, once the dialogue starts, you're clear. And that's it for the bunker. Now don't fall asleep at the switch here. After this cutscene ends, you're gonna have to melee kill 2 robots. So just be ready for that.
We make a good team, you and I. Oh shit.
As soon as the scene ends, just start bashing the melee button. And you'll insta-kill this guy. And then start hitting it again as soon as this one lands. Pretty easy. As long as you're ready for it, you can't really screw that up. Just don't set the controller down, walk away, or whatever, because that would be a very embarrassing way to lose your run. So all we're doing now is we're resupplying. So run all the way up to the hangar, which annoyingly you were just at, but the cutscene takes you down there. And fill this up all the way, because now that we got that upgrade, we got 200 now instead of 100. And we're going to be using that in the next level.
Should check out.
Now we're going to head to the shooting range. Make sure you have especially full rifle ammo, because depending on how the second section of New Orleans goes, you're probably going to need it.
Captain?
So there's the rifle box. Yep, make sure that's maxed. I don't really use the SMGs anymore at this point, but I always make sure I have full ammo on it, because, again, you never know.
Oh, William, I wish.
And we're off to New Orleans.
We're so close to New Orleans.
Grace! Grace! This motherfucker, don't wait, Abby, or I'll break your idiot neck.
I got you the New Orleans dossier.
I'm sorry. It's just that it took me hours to put her down. Okay, let's roll.
In other news, the Minister of Public Security, General Engel, has resolved to clean up the streets of America from, quote, all criminal and terrorist elements.
Der Terroranschlag auf Roswell war ein Weckruf für das amerikanische Volk. Wir
Alright, New Orleans. Stay the hell away from the water on the right. There's
Blazkowicz,
gators in there.
I need you to make it to the
And
other
this is
side of the
not
Great
Steve
Wall.
Irwin Simulator, so we're not trying to fuss with the gators. So just hang left. Left of this arch here in this building. 2 health packs. That takes you to 140 health.
Seen a living civilian from up here since
Now
they're
just
eight.
climb your way up here.
There's an overabundance of Nazis. Hope
Make sure you got pistol and rifle out. It's my go-to arsenal. Come in here. Up and over the rail. Crouch. Crouching, crouching, crouching the whole time. Before we take that heavy out, grab this weapon upgrade. And use it on the grenade electromagnetic, because that's going to come in handy at the very end of the game. You'll see later. And now we're just going to crouch over to Big Boy here. Slice him. Back up far enough that you don't get damage from the explosion. And avoid the fire, because if you step in the fire, your health will start depleting. And just book it up here. And that's it. Easy peasy. Run, jump into the water.
American Bank building. That's where Horton and his group should be holed up.
Use the battle walker, climb on up. 2 health packs here. Should be at 183-ish. I'll sneak over here. This section can be stealth, but it's a pain in the ass. And I'm pretty sure it goes wrong this time. But the general idea of stealthing this section is you want to pistol these. These 2 guys will be walking in random positions. But you want to be able to pistol these 2. Boom, boom, which I'm able to do. And then there should be a 3rd guy coming out of the bus. But I got spotted. And if you get spotted, you want to retreat, drop down and retreat to this area. And I borrowed this Plan B strat from Creeper. It's pretty good if you get over here, because the big robot dog can't get in here. You got a good line of sight on the enemies, and they pretty much all just funnel into the doorway. Charge your laser for the big robot dog. I think it's 2 hits. Maybe if you get a headshot fully charged, it kills him instantly. But I'm pretty sure it's 2 hits. Yep, there he is, and now he's done. So once the robot's dead, you're just going to want to camp here, dual rifle everyone that comes through this doorway. There's going to be a ton of guys, so you're going to be here for a bit. Just take it slow and steady. As long as you're careful here, you shouldn't get hit. Now, if you do manage to maintain stealth, you'll want to, from that railing where I got spotted, there'll be a third guy coming out of the bus up ahead. You're going to want to drop down right before he comes out of the bus and get a little closer, and as he's coming out the bus, pistol him in the head. Keep going forward, hugging the right side of the building, so pretty much if I were to go out that doorway I'm facing, to the right, just ever so slightly, is about where you'll fire that shot. Keep going, and then around the right corner will be another guy with his back to you. You can pistol him, and then you can proceed to the next building, where coming out of that doorway or just inside the building will be another guy. You can pistol him. And then the next batch of guys in the next area, it's just a matter of leaning out and carefully pistoling them. Pistol one, that usually kind of lures the rest of them, and you can just pistol them all if you're careful about it. I usually, when I practiced this, I was only able to stealth it fully maybe about 3 times out of 10 runs. I can typically get past this first section in stealth, like probably about 60-70% of the time, and then the next section just doesn't get stealth very well. And if that happens, it's not a big deal, because once you get into the next building, the big robot dog can't get you, and the guys from this area that are left alive will just funnel into the room, and I'll show you later what you have to do. But if what happened on this run, where they spot you, you've cleared them all out. So past this doorway here is section 2. And if you get here in stealth and everything hits the fan, take cover behind that counter on the left. The enemies in the previous section cannot hit you through the counter glass. It's bulletproof glass, and they won't be able to hit you, so as long as you're crouched behind it, you're pretty safe. And what's convenient is you can see them bunching up on the doorway, stand up, shoot them, crouch back down, and you're pretty good to go. So if you got here in stealth, you want to try to pistol them from this doorway. Just peek out, fire a shot, wait for the next guy to show up, fire a shot. But if it goes bad, just get behind this counter. Just let them funnel over to you. There's a 50 pack of armor right where I'm standing, if you need it. Right in this left of this doorway. And once they're all dead, we're gonna jump in the water, swim to the half-sunken bus over there, get your laser weapon out first. And once you touch this bus, all the guys in that previous area despawn. So if you need supplies, you can go back for it after this section. Chuck a grenade, that should kill, if you throw it correctly, that should kill all 4 of them. And then charge up your laser for the heavy around the car here. Boom, done. So I ended this section with full health. If you need armor, you can pick some up from the heavy. I think there's some health packs back there. Regardless, charge your laser. And if you're really hurting, you can go back to the bus, swim across, back to that previous section, just take your time gathering supplies. Normally this doorway is not open. I think the grenade blew it open. Just use the battle walker to climb up. Pick up grenades over there. Do not sprint in this room. Do not sprint in this room. You will alert the next batch of guys. Grab that weapon upgrade. At this point, the weapon upgrades are not too important. You've gotten all of the relevant ones. I ended up just throwing it on the pistol, you know, just to have some extra bullets in case I need to, you know, follow up a failed hatchet throw or something. When you get to the stairs, crouch. Crouch, 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 crouch all the way here. Keep going. This area is not that bad. You ideally want to kill these 3 guys in stealth, but if stealth breaks, you can just run to the end, and I'll show you what to do. So, that guy's always there. This guy's always here. This third guy, every now and then, yep, he comes out a little sooner than he should, and he'll alert the rest of the room, and you're just going to want to jump up there, run and jump to the bus. I kind of overcompensated there. And just leap across and make the jump. And then once the signal detector goes away, you're good. Even if they're on full alert, you can do that without getting shot. They just don't look up there for some reason, and you're good. So dual shotguns, just run the right perimeter, try not to break stride, and shotgun this guy. Make sure you kill that guy. As long as you kill him, you're pretty safe. You can get through here pretty consistently without getting shot as long as he's dead. Grenade that, through the wall, up here, armor there if you need it, and all the way up. Jump out here, immediately run to this wall, climb over it, skip all these guys. That's a massive section we're skipping. I've never been hurt doing this. This is a completely safe strat to do. Just quickly, quickly, quickly get up here, and then once you're in this building, you're home free. So now we're going to drop down. I like to go all the way down here, because the enemies will never jump through that hole, which means that this ramp is the only way in. So there's usually one guy here, usually another guy kind of out and to the left. Yeah, there he is. You gotta kill like 4 or 5 regular guys, and then 2 heavies will drop down. And you cannot finish the level without killing all the enemies here, but luckily they're fighting Horton's group up there in the building, so they're usually pretty distracted. And I just like to hang back here, rifle, shotgun, just take your time. If you do take damage here, there's plenty of health and armor in this building. There's some on that bottom level, there's some on the level I'm currently on, and you'll be fine. Just take your time, take it slow, play it safe. Heavies took a little while to spawn, I'm not sure why. There they are. So heavies come down. You can usually blast one of them right off spawn, and then just try to get a bead on where the other one is stomping around, and try to get behind him if you can. If not, you know, just get in his face and blast him as best you can. If he hits you a little bit, there's plenty of health and armor here. And that's it. Do not leave this area with any less than 200 health and 100 armor, because there is plenty of it here. And make sure you resupply on weapons. Shotgun and rifle being the most important. I think I'm walking around for shotgun ammo, but I decided I had enough. Make sure you got dual rifles out, because if this dog section coming up, if that goes bad, you want to have the dual rifles out so that you can quickly take out anyone shooting at you and get to a safe location.
Name's Horton.
But the general idea of the dog section is you definitely want to get to the factory area with the dog intact. If you can't, if for some reason they kill the dog you're riding in the street, there's really not a reliable, safe way, but the best thing to do is just haul ass to the factory. Because once you get to the factory area, all these guys on the street will despawn. So the basic way to get through here is just sweep the fire. Just pan the fire left and right, and just get a wide area of coverage. There's a heavy right there. As soon as you make a right, boom, kill that heavy. walk on top of him and you'll pick up some armor. I didn't get any this time, but usually you do. If you kill any heavies, you can step on them and pick up their armor. And you just want to sweep the area as best you can. There's another heavy in this area. In that back left, there's a gun turret. He's shooting me right now. Boom, 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 boom. Get rid of that guy as quick as you can. He will shred the dog up. Sometimes you'll get a guy from behind you, so just be vigilant. Once you get to this spot, all those guys behind you despawn. I usually get here with 300 or 400 health. Heavy right here. Follow this path I'm taking, by the way. Heavy there, one guy here, one guy there. I usually get here with 300 or 400 health, which is all you need to finish this next area. I got here with 700, so doing pretty good. Blow up those canisters just in case they get a shot on them. You don't take any extra damage. And we're going to want to just hang in this doorway and kind of just try to bait the heavy over. Sometimes he won't come in far enough. See, he went on the left that time. And you really just want to get the heavy done with first. And then there'll be a robot that'll come out at some point. Get rid of him too before we go into the room. And once you enter the room, there's always that guy on the left on that upper catwalk. Get rid of him first. And just take out everybody you can. Upper catwalk, lower area. And then once they're all dead, just sit on the fire and just point the flame right here and let them all funnel into it. Keep an eye on the upper catwalk. There will be enemies occasionally coming up there. And as long as you're paying attention, you can get them before they shoot you. I have 708 armor right now, which is more than enough to get through this area. But if you're on, if you got 2-digit armor right here, see, as you can see, I took one hit from that robot, and it dropped me down to 666. And now I have 600. So, as you can see, the health goes down pretty fast on this dog. So, if you're coming in here with 100 health, 200 health, it could be gone pretty fast. Step on the armor on the ground to regain some health. Around this corner, there'll always be a batch of guys, so just get ready for that. Let's come through here. Once in a while, there'll be another guy up on that upper catwalk, so just be looking for it when you come around the corner. Other than that, you're just lighting dudes up here. Just keep the fire pointed, wait for everybody to be dead. They'll all funnel into it. And then just kind of sit here for a bit. Make sure that you've gotten everybody. Because every now and then there'll be a straggler that'll come along. And if that guy comes out, even if it's just one guy, if he comes around the corner when you're dismounting this dog, you're done. Because you're not invincible while you do that. So climb up here. Up on this catwalk. Quickly jump down. Drop down here. You're going to lose 25 health. Doesn't matter. Pick up these 2 health packs. We're at 200, 100 again. You're skipping all the guys above you. They don't know you're here. Don't worry about it. And just run to the sewers. Run over here. Stop before the stairs. And get ready to pistol this guy. Boom. And then do not sprint. Walk. Till you get about halfway through this spot here. Another guy will come around the corner. Pistol him. And then again, walk. If you run, you're going to alert that heavy back there. And we're just going to walk until we get to the commander. Pop the commander. Get in the hole. Done with the sewers. If you do end up alerting anyone in the sewers, just haul ass to this hole. Get here quick, because there's a lot of enemies in there, and they're going to kill you pretty fast. So you just need to get there as quick as you can. Stealth kill this dude. Done. And you're pretty much home free for this section. You got 3 guys up ahead. Neither one of them really pose a big threat. This guy will always be here. Headshot him. Right under where he's standing. So where this ladder ends, directly to the left, is a couple of crates you can smash for armor if you need it. Wait until everybody's dead in here. But if you got tore up in the sewers, that's a good way to get armor back. I can't remember if it's 25 or 50, but it's a good chunk of armor. These 2 guys are usually in random places, so just be on the lookout for them. There's usually one on the 2nd floor, and usually one on the 3rd floor, but they're in different spots. pretty much every time I come through here. So just pistol them. I guess if you're on the last guy, you can rifle him. Doesn't really matter. Just try and get through here without taking too much damage. I think there's one chunk of armor somewhere, and then you could pick up their helmets if you need some extra armor, and then smash that crate. It doesn't matter how much health you end with, because after this cutscene, you're going to have 100 health anyway, but again, your armor always carries over, so try to finish that area with as much armor as possible.
What's happening? You okay there, darling?
I'm doing...
Okay, next spot, crouch, drop down, and we're going to wait for Big Boy to pass us. Alright, sneak out. Drop to the sledge. Drop street. Stay in crouch. Keep going. Right behind that car is one guy we got a pistol. Done. And then over here we've got some shotgun ammo and a pack of 40 health right there. And now we can head over to the sewers. Before proceeding, smash this, get that health, and that other crate there's armor if you need it. Get dual shotguns ready. Fill up on that if needed. Hit the sewers.
You up and went on a tropical cruise with our boat? The Nazis are fucking killing us here!
Fergus, I read. Sorry, it's being held up. Working to resolve the problem.
Be a pack of 20 on the left. 200 health, 100 armor. That's what you should be leaving with. For this next section, we're gonna rush, and it looks risky, but trust me, it's not. I did 20 runs on this, 19 out of 20 times it was successful. Stealth kill that first guy, he never gets alerted to you, and then just run this route exactly as I do, and do not break stride. See, look, I lost all my armor. I still had a good chunk of health because you're going in with so much health, you can eat it.
Fergus, Anya,
blast that guy, blast that guy.
The Nazis will regroup and it's
you got 2 or 3 guys you'll have to shoot there. Once you climb up here, you're pretty much home free. You got 2 guys to kill now. 1 and 2. Get to the exit. Just hit that whole area fast and hard with dual shotguns and you'll be fine. Even if you take a beating in the street, you don't take too much damage inside the building, as long as you're doing it quick and just shooting anyone you see in front of you. And that's it. Commentary is going to resume after the Hitler scene.
Now that you're all here, I ask you to prepare yourselves. You must be off book for this audition, so be sure to memorize your lines before the producer gets here. He has a volatile disposition, so be careful what you say and do in his presence. Mr. Redfield, I can't stress enough how important it is you learn these lines by heart. Your script is on the chair. I will be with you shortly.
Can't blow my cover. How am I supposed to remember this shit? I gotta write this down. What the hell did I write?
And you are a Nazi whore.
You monster! What are you going to do to me?
I will raise...
So many German innocent lives you have killed, but the German race will rise again!
Shit.
I will murder...
Die Worte waren richtig, ja. Aber Sie haben anscheinend nicht die mindeste Ahnung von der Psyche eines Mannes wie William Joseph Blatzkowitsch. Wie können Sie sein, was Sie nicht verstehen? Sie. Spielen Sie die Rolle. Füllen Sie die Rolle.
A cold-blooded terrorist. That is what you are.
And you're a Nazi whore.
Monster. What are you going to do to me?
I will rape you, and I will murder you.
So many German, innocent lives you have killed. But the German race will rise again.
And I will murder your dirty race, too.
Viel besser. Sie könnten von ihm lernen. Ich gebe Ihnen, was Sie brauchen, um den Geist dieses Irren zu verstehen, dieses dreckigen Untermensch. Oh, ich kannte ihn in- und auswendig. Und darum konnte ich ihn gefangen nehmen und ihn der Gerechtigkeit übergeben. Mein Gott, habe ich Hunger. William Joseph Blatzkowitsch. Aufgewachsen in Mesquite, Texas. Mischlingskind eines Verkäufers und einer polnischen Jüdin. Die Mutter wurde vom Vater ausgeliefert, starb in einem Vernichtungslager in Neumexiko. Selbst als Erwachsener waren seine geistigen Fähigkeiten noch die eines Kindes. Und tatsächlich, nach seiner Exekution aufschnitten, konnte man sehen, dass er Jude ist. Oh. Helene, machen Sie weiter. Ich bin müde.
Aspirants, as you know, this role is very physical. William Joseph Blaskowitz was not a man of intellect, he was a man of action. The scene takes place right before the scene you did earlier. Blaskowitz is about to plant the bombs that will massacre the German children in the orphanage. But first, he must eliminate the brave soldiers standing guard outside the school in a brutal fight scene. Mr. Llewellyn-Ewing?
Llewellyn-Ewing.
Yeah. Why don't you start? You will each improvise a fight sequence. And once the guard is eliminated, you finish the scene by reading the lines from the cue card, exactly as written. Places. Und action.
Stop! Oh, God, I'm bleeding. I need to take a break.
Line, please.
Yeah, I need a doctor.
Line.
Your bravery is no match for a Neanderthal like myself. Besides, I only know how to fight in a dirty manner. And now, to kill all the innocent children, Germany's future. Ha 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 ha! What? Oh, God.
Das war schrecklich. Why?
Mr. Redfield, please. The floor is yours.
And we're back. Start off in this room, eat all the food there. Takes you to 190. Eat some more food over there, 200 health. Pistol out, crouch. Come on out. We're gonna stealth kill this first guy. This whole first section here is pretty easy. Make sure you quickly get to this dude, because this guy will turn around if you don't get here fast enough. Take him out. And if you need it, right next to his body here is another upgrade kit. Which, by this point, you really shouldn't have any use for it. I just threw it on the scope. I don't use it. But if you missed a health kit, or not a health kit, an upgrade kit earlier in the game, there's an extra one for you. Grab the armor there if you need it. Up here, we got 2 guys to pistol. 1, 2. Done. And all that's left for this section now is the commander. So we're just going to crouch walk all the way to the commander's room. Just kind of put the cursor right over his head. Boom. Done. And there's a pack of 100 armor right there. So 200, 100. Don't leave the room without it. And we're going to prep the dual rifles. And then the pistol. Because we got one guy to pistol up ahead, and then we're going to make another run for it. There's really 3 spots in Venus that you're really at risk of death. This is the first one. Get in this corner, wait for the heavy to pass, peek out, pistol that guy. Start moving. Dual rifles out. And keep crouch walking because we want to maintain stealth as far as possible to reduce the amount of time the alarm is off. Start running. Rifle him, throw a grenade at his body. That will kill the dog that's coming behind you. Kill this guy on the turret and haul ass through here. Quickly, 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 quickly. Try not to break stride and you won't take hardly any damage. Go, 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 and we're done. No one should follow you. These 2 guys here. Once in a while, you'll have one robot on your heels, but it's not that often, and you can pretty much get to here without a problem. So hit that switch, grab health if needed, and face the door, because if that robot's following you, he will come in here, but you'll be ready for him. And that's it for this area. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't find a good, reliable way to stealth that section. And that little method I just tried there, it had about I want to say an 80% success rate. The only time I got killed 2 times doing it. Once in a trial run, once in a real run. And the real run is because I had shotguns. The robot guy followed me. Once I exited the room with the scientist, the robot followed me. He was right behind me shooting me. I turned around with dual shotguns, killed him, which alerted the 2 regular enemies up ahead. And I was just, at this point, I'm in a panic, and I'm just blast, 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 blast with dual shotguns in the area. But if you hit those big red balls, they're going to blow up, and they make some pretty big explosions. So one of them exploded, knocked me on my ass, and the fire killed me. So ever since then, I do dual rifles to avoid that happening. So once we're on the actual planet now, we're going to pistol rifle, and you can just sprint all the way to the coolant station, and you probably don't need to fill up on the coolant. I do it anyway, just to play it safe. And right now we're waiting for the big guy to stop right there and turn around. And once he turns around, you can walk, do not sprint, you walk until you get, you know, pretty much where the dirt is, and then start crouch walking. And as long as you don't take too long, you'll be able to get into this room without alerting him. However, if you do alert him, I've tested this, if you do alert him, just quickly get inside this room, and the guys in here will not be alerted as long as you didn't fire a shot. So get in here, get behind this crate, and just peek. Peek, because we're waiting for this guy to come around to the left so that we can sneak behind him. Do not kill anyone in here, because you're going to have to fight a lot more guys than you need to. But once that guy's walking left, fall down and go through this vent. And as long as you didn't alert anybody in there, don't kill them, don't alert them, don't do anything. There's a big door right above where we are right now that separates this room from the previous room that will not open as long as nobody in there was touched. Pistol him, pistol the commander. Done. You now have the whole room to yourself. Grab armor over there if you need it. And on the right, over here, here's the health. Bunch of health you could pick up to get to 200 health. There's some helmets over there if you need additional armor. And we're just going to stay crouched. Shotgun ammo. And up the ladder. This next section coming up is section number 2, where you're at a decent risk of death if you screw it up. If you do it correctly, it's fine. But if you screw it up, this section gets pretty bad. So definitely practice this until you got it down. At the top, drop down. Another upgrade kit if you need it. Back to the ladder. Right at the top here on the right, another big chunk of armor if you need it, right there in the corner. Now, here's what you have to do for this area. Do not kill anyone, and you need to hug this right railing just like that. Hug it just like that, and you will not alert that robot. If you get too close to that robot, and he starts making beeping sounds, go back to the room you came in, and just open the door, take pot shots, go back, just kind of back and forth it until you can take out all these guys. You're going to have... There's 2 robots on that lower floor, the heavy, and then I believe a 3rd robot comes in if you get alerted. But as long as you follow the path I follow, you won't alert anybody. So stay crouched, stay crouched, stay crouched.
I'm turning up.
Don't worry about BJ bitching about the heat. You can easily get to the coolant station. Collect shotgun ammo here if you need it. Fill up on coolant. And then carefully jump this rail. Do not... See, I almost went over. If you do it too fast, you're going to fly over. And then sprint and jump up top, and you have to do that again very delicately, because if you make too much noise, you're going to alert these guys up here. You will need to practice this section a lot, but once you got it, it's pretty good. So jump on that railing, jump forward, you activate the stilts, pistol... Pistol. Done. Now walk, and the stilts will take you up enough to be able to climb that. Run and jump across. Activate the stilts again. Climb the rail. Forward. Stilts. Climb. Eventually. There we go. Stilts. Climb. And done. We've just skipped a massive part of this level. And if you do that correctly, it's pretty solid and consistent. You just gotta not screw it up. Now this room is easy, and this I did screw up, so you're going to see pretty soon. I nearly bite it here. But what you ideally want to do is you want to hatchet this guy. Hatchet that guy. And then pistol these 2 guys, but I screwed it up. If that dog gets alerted, you want to switch to your second rifle. Unfortunately, as you can see there, I didn't get the weapon wheel up fast enough. I threw a grenade instead. I blew that thing up, and I'm panicking at this point. I thought I was toast. How I got through that, I'm really not quite sure. But I'll take it. So, the good news is, if that goes wrong, there's plenty of armor from the dog. I just went from, I don't even know how much armor I had, very low. And I got back up to 100, no problem. And there's some health packs, there's some additional armor from the helmets you can get. But ideally, to stealth that section, hatchet the first 2 guys, peek out, pistol the second 2 guys. If you do that correctly, the dog will not be alerted, and then you just pull out the second rifle, and you can just rifle down the dog, and he won't touch you. But what screwed me was, I fumbled on the weapon wheel, and I ended up throwing a grenade on accident, and yeah, I very nearly lost the run right there. This next area is easy. Grab some rifle ammo if you need it. We got 3 scientists in this room. There's 1. There's 2. 3rd one's over here. Done. Load up on health. Plenty of it in this room. Should go into the next area with 200 health, 100 armor. No reason not to. Nobody in this room. Let's go straight ahead with the dual rifles out. We're gonna have a bunch of robots to take out, but as long as you just single shot rifle, just kind of strafe back and forth, you shouldn't get hit. If you do get hit, return to the scientist room and load up on health and armor. I cannot specify enough. You need 200 health and 100 armor for this next section, because the conveyor belt thing here, I'll show you in a minute. If a guy is not where he's supposed to be, you're pretty much screwed. So get on the conveyor belt. 1 guy here, shoot the barrel. There's 2 guys there, shoot the barrel, that'll kill them both. For some reason, this guy survived the barrel. You now have 2 more enemies to kill. There's going to be 1 on the right. Try to get him before you change conveyor belts. Because if you don't, he'll tear you up, just like he did with me there. And now this next guy, he's supposed to be right here. Sometimes he'll be really far to the left, way over there, and you will not be able to aim left enough to kill him. And you just have to, if that happens, you just have to hope and pray he doesn't kill you while you ride up here. I managed to survive one time. I went in with 200 health, 100 armor, and I came out with, I believe, 40 health, and that was it. So I barely survived that. He's usually in that spot he was just at, but every now and then that's going to happen. Come into here. Pistol him on the catwalk, hatchet that guy, which strangely didn't kill him, so I followed up with a pistol shot, used the stilts, and get ready for this guy right here. Sometimes that third guy is not there. He'll be on that catwalk up ahead. If that's the case, just crouch walk over to him and pistol him. Climb the barrels. Climb over. And then get over here and wait for the commander. Boom, done. Rest of the level's a breeze. So if you made it this far, you're pretty much safe. That conveyor belt section was the third section I was talking about, by the way, if that wasn't clear. Where things can go horribly wrong on Venus. Crouch walk forward, hatchet him, stealth him. And don't worry, I have no armor, and honestly, I don't think there is any armor in this whole area, because I've scoured around for it one time. You're not going to need it. Don't worry about it. Because all you got to do is 2 easy stealth kills right there we just did, and as long as you crouch, just crouch this entire way to the commander. This commander will never turn around. As long as the alarm has not gone off, he will never turn around. He'll just stand right there, facing the exit, and you can easily just walk up and stealth kill him. Yep, there he is. He never turns around. As long as he's not alerted, never ever turns around. And that's it. That area is done. Get in the lift. You will have 3 enemies in this next room, but they're pretty easy to take out. If you don't stealth them, don't panic, because the next batch of enemies in the Oberkommando room, they don't spawn until you walk up to the doorway. So, if you fail to pistol these guys correctly and they end up getting alerted, just rifle them from back here and just stay away from the doorway until they're all dead. And stay the hell away from that big ball, the big red balls, if they're alerted. Number 2 down, and there's 3. Get your shotgun out, stand up, and right here is where the enemies spawn. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go straight ahead. Do not run. Walk, jump, walk, walk, walk. And only when you're right up on it, shoot the globe, and then drop down. Easy. They never hit you. You don't have to fight anybody. Piece of cake. And we are done with Venus.
Where are you?
There's really nothing shittier than that conveyor belt section. I saw someone on TA post about how they got killed there. He put a video up, and that's... I've been there, where I did manage to survive it, but man, that was a scary good 5 to 8 seconds or so, sitting on that conveyor belt like a sitting duck. Can't fight back, can't do anything, just gotta hope and pray he doesn't kill you. And there's really nothing you can do about it. There's no way to handle that. If the game decides, fuck you, your run ends here, then your run ends there. Surprise! Happy birthday! Candles, alright. Gotta look for Fergus's arm. We can go do that right away. You don't have to, like, ask around or anything. You can just go straight to the arm.
Haven't seen Fergus's arm.
Make sure you fill this laser up before leaving. There's the arm. Done. Next thing we're going to do is go resupply at the shooting range. Want to go into the final level. Full armor, full health, full ammo, full everything.
Sorry, buddy. Ain't seen Fergus's arm.
And if you need it, which you're probably going to, go in this way and get that pack of 100 armor that I mentioned earlier. Boom. Load up on all of it.
Fergus's arm is gone? I think the professor mentioned something about
Just always resupply between missions. No reason not to.
Okay, Max.
So at this point, you're probably wondering what the hell I'm doing at the Enigma machine. We're getting the Ram Shackles. I was pretty surprised that none of the other videos or tutorials or anything mentioned getting the Ram Shackles. All you need is 4 Enigma codes, and you pick the New Orleans Bienville Street, and decode the Enigma, and open up that mission. And all you have to do is get through 4 enemies who all have their backs to you, and then you can grab the Ram Shackles and pause and exit the level. So it is honestly a zero risk upgrade to get. And then once you get the Ram Shackles, you want to do the upgrade mission immediately after that, and then you get armor regen. And the armor regen is a lifesaver for the final mission. And the reason why it's a lifesaver is because all you have to do is pick up 1 piece of armor, even if it's just 1 + 1 armor. The game will regen that up in increments of 25. So if you have 0 armor, you can pick up 1 piece, let it regen to 25, pick up another piece, it goes to 50, then 75, then 100. So you could pretty much get through the whole rest of the final mission, and you're pretty much consistently having 100 armor. Really, really makes a difference. So here we are, crouch, pistol.
Blazkowicz, let me tell you about this Uber commander. His real name is Daniel Eckstein, but everyone knows him as the Butcher of Boston. A real mass murderer. Sadistic son of a bitch. Find his ass and deliver some justice
There's
for the
1.
people of Boston.
There's 2.
Grace out.
Like I said, they all have their backs to you. Pretty brainless to do this mission. Come down here. Get in crouch before you drop down. Just stealth over here. Take him out. Don't bother grabbing any health packs because it won't carry over. And then this guy. Now, for some goofy reason, he turned around for me. That's the only time that ever happened. You can normally just walk up and stealth kill him. But hey, if he turns around, just pistol him. No big deal.
My weapons.
And here's the Ram Shackles. And as soon as you pick them up, we're out of here. Just press X on the mission screen. It'll ask if you want to leave. Yes, done. Takes about 5 minutes to get these Ram Shackles. It's no risk, really. So, no reason not to do it.
Captain, have you time to help out? Kiitos, Captain Blazkowicz. Stay on the platform.
Alright, time to go upgrade. Walk over to her, talk to her. Let's go on down. And then all you gotta do is swim across,
Ihana, Captain
break these
Blazkowicz.
crates by running into them, break the wall, break the crates, and break the last crate. And done! And for whatever goofy reason, that allows you to regenerate armor by pushing and breaking some boxes. Again, I'm not complaining. Alrighty, now we can get Fergus's arm back. And proceed to the last mission.
Are you trying to fucking kill me? And there you go. Old Horton's patented hangover blaster always delivers. Boom. What are you lot loitering around for, huh? Haven't we got a mission briefing to attend? The party's over. Inconceivable.
And here we are at the final level. Start, back up. Get to Anya. Prep the dual rifles. And the pistol. We got 5 guys and 1 drone in this next room. So open the door, stay in stealth. You can stealth kill them all, it's a little tricky. But we can stealth kill most of them pretty easily. So get right over to this box right here. He'll always be there. And he'll always be there. So that's 2 down. The drone will always be there. That's the drone down. We have 3 guys left. And you gotta just kind of keep an eye on where they are. Unfortunately, I do get spotted. I managed to take 1 out there, but the other guy saw me. If that happens, get over here. And they'll usually be either on the left or the right. So just kind of check your corners and be careful. Unfortunately, I nearly bit it here. I kill him, and he rushed me, and I just kind of panicked and just couldn't hit him. In hindsight, probably a better thing to do would be rifle shotgun, which I figured out right about here. Because if that happens, you can at least get a shot on him, stun him, and that stops him from shooting you. So I recommend instead of dual rifles, rifle shotgun for here. And once Anya starts talking, you're clear.
On the Ausmerzer. 2 of them controlling the automated
So if you took a beating like I did,
Hugen
get upstairs, there's some health up here, some ammo. And here's where that armor regen comes in handy, because there's a pack of 25, I'm at 50. But all I gotta do to get to 100 is just find, there's 1 helmet,
in the center of the room, which will open the door leading to the Hugen
goes all the way up to 75.
The other parts of the ship are harder to access from your location.
Pick up another one, takes me past 75, and that takes me all the way to 100.
And see if there's a way to reach them, Anya.
These next doors open automatically. You got quite a bit of time, but kind of just pay attention to where they are in the conversation and get over to these doors before they open. Left side, we're gonna peek out and just start dual rifling everybody in here. We got 1 heavy to worry about, a couple of drones. There's the heavy, he just charged in. He went pretty far, so he's not out, not really visible yet. There he is. And just play it by ear, really. Just peek out, kill who you can. Try to get rid of that heavy early on if you can. It's much easier once he's dead. And just sit here until you've got them all. Alright, carefully enter this room, because it's very easy for there to be a straggler or two. And then move around to the back here, and around this corner, this guy will always be running away. So just be ready for him, take him out. Done. Room is clear. Again, retreat back for armor and health, and ammo. If you're really low on rifle ammo, you can shoot this box right here. There's quite a bit in there. I think there's armor in that other box if you need it, but you probably don't. And then before you leave, just top off that laser if you used it. Because that's going to be pretty much necessary for the end. Most of this final level, honestly, other than the last two spots, is pretty easy. Three guys up in here. I usually just go out and blast them, but they heard me coming. So two of them came, third guy wouldn't, and he just cooked a grenade. So I dropped down and waited for it to go off. But those are 3 easy kills. Don't worry about making noise. You will not alert the next room. They don't spawn until you go up into the ceiling. So resupply in here. And about midway through, you can use the stilts and get up here. Crouch down and immediately take out the commander. Because you get a good shot on him as soon as you get up here. So take him out, take the guy out on the right. Take this guy out who's going to go find the commander's body. Take out the commander's dog. And you now have the heavy in the back right and one guy in the back upper left area. So kind of sneak around. There he is. Sometimes he's further down to the right, but just take him out. And now you only have the heavy to deal with. So just try and find the heavy. Sometimes he's not in this back right area. Sometimes he's somewhere else. But just try and figure out where he is, sneak around, and just try to get a good position on him. So I try to go for the fuel tank here. I can't remember if I get it or not. Nope. I just wait for him to come around. And there he is, done. And that's why we do single shot dual rifles, because they chew apart those big guys. Stock up on some ammo, armor and health if needed. If you did this room correctly, you shouldn't have taken a scratch. Punch in this Odin code. Oh, I almost forgot. Prep the shotgun. Get at least one shotgun ready before you put that code in, because as soon as you put the code in, get over here, you got 2 guys coming through the door. Just get your shotgun ready. Easy peasy.
Get back here as soon as possible.
And now you're going to want dual shotguns. We're going to try to stealth this next section, but if it goes wrong, which spoiler alert it does for me, you want the dual shotties. The basic way to do it correctly is you pretty much just hatchet everybody in your path, throw hatchet, and sneak to the end. It almost goes right. So you have to hatchet this guy. And then this guy up ahead here on the left, you have to get him in the legs. Because otherwise he's armored. See, but I completely missed the hatchet. I got him on the second hatchet, but then instead of throwing the hatchet at the commander, I was too close and ended up stealth killing him. So if you get detected, you gotta book it down here and get that heavy with the shotguns.
William, I need some help.
Just take him out quick before he hits you too much. Get on the turret here, and you can just melt everyone in this room pretty easily. The turret, as long as you don't detach it, it has infinite ammo, never overheats, so you can just hold it down and just melt everyone in this room. And don't worry if you took a beating from the previous room, because by the time you do this, this whole room in here has got plenty of health and plenty of armor to pick up. You'll be able to leave with 200 health, 100 armor, no problem. Prep the dual shotguns. Anya comes out. She tells you go get in your pod.
I'm in here. William, jump into the
And we just got the dual shotties prepped because the big boy is going to land on the pod later.
ship. We can reach the other Orleans control centers from up there.
Hold on. I love you, William.
Oh no!
Ah! It's on top of you!
Boom, 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 dead. Let's take out the fan and carefully jump across. Do not fall off and die.
There's another shaft on the other side.
And get
Should be
pistol
able to
rifle
reach
ready.
the Union control center from
This
there.
section's pretty simple.
I
Stop,
need you to
wait
go
here.
there and shut down the starboard defense system.
Pistol this guy.
I'll keep making my way to the
Drop
Odin
down
main
left.
control center.
If for some reason you screw this up, just run to the next area as fast as you can. Pop that guy. And go forward, and the third guy will be on the right. And they're pretty much in these places every single time. I don't think there was any variance in that in their spawn points. Stay crouched, stay crouched, stay crouched. All the way over here. Use the stilts. If you've maintained stealth, this room's a breeze. Pop that guy. This guy goes to take a look. Pop him. Pop the commander when you got a shot on him. Boom, boom, done. That's it. This room is clear. Plenty of health and armor in here if you need it. You really shouldn't. Make sure you ammo up before you go. Prep the dual rifles. And then after punching this code in, we're going to have an ambush to deal with. But again, with dual rifles, it's pretty easy. So we're going to just run over here, crouch, lean out, and just kill this batch of enemies coming in. Should be like 2, 3, 4 guys. Small robot dog. Maybe, I can't remember, maybe there's a robot. Just take them all out. And then once that's done, you need to book it out of here.
William,
And you need to try to do
now that
this
the starboard
quickly.
defense
I
system is
screwed
shut
that
down,
up,
you can
decided
go
to take
back out
this
to the
path.
first deployment hole and climb up
And that
the
gave them
robotic
enough
deployment
time
arm.
to shoot
I'm
me
outside
pretty
the
bad
Odin
getting up the
control
ladder
center.
here. Yep, I dropped down to
Lots of
79
activity
health,
in
no
this
armor.
place.
If you do that quickly, you will not get shot. If you do it slightly less than quickly, you'll only get shot a little bit.
Main control center.
So practice that till you got it down. I screwed it up and still made it out okay. Just get up here in one piece, because you can ammo health armor up here pretty easily. Charge laser shot these two heavies as soon before you drop down. That one guy's usually there with his back to you. The next one takes different paths, but just keep an eye out for him. Once they're both dead, prep rifle shotgun, drop down, grab health here if needed, and just book it over to the commanders. Boom, boom, boom. One commander outside the door, one commander in the door. Kill them quickly, get up this ladder. Once you're up this ladder, everyone else in that area just despawned. And now the next thing we're going to do is get the laser out, and we're going to take out the huge robot that just spawned right outside this vent. Because if you don't take him out, he's just a real pain in the ass to deal with later. So you're just gonna listen for his shots. He'll sound that alarm sound, and then he'll shoot some rockets over. Just try to time it so that you can get out here, get a shot on him, and then immediately get back inside. And you'll know he's dead because you'll hear a loud explosion. Big pack of health right there. There's 100. And then once he's dead, we're going to drop back down.
You're getting close,
You'll know he's dead, and you'll know the area is clear when you get that line from Anya. Drop down, there's a pack of 50 health right there. Or 50 armor, sorry. And using armor regen, but you can just pick up some armor from the big guys and regen up to 100. Oh, pack of 25 back here, too. There we go. Okay, so once we've got full health, charge this back up. And the way we're going to handle this next section is we're going to go up and spawn them, and then run back here, where you got a pretty good line of sight on them, but they won't really shoot you. And you could take out a few of them. Most importantly, you could take out the first robo-dog that comes out. So charge up the big laser, drop it over here. And now we're going to proceed to the ladder and spawn the next batch of guys. And the reason why you want to do this is because the robo-dog, he pretty much rushes you instantly when you spawn these guys. And even if you kill him, he's so close to you that the explosion just does a ton of damage. You can very easily get killed here. So what you're going to want to do, get them to spawn. As soon as you see the dog coming, go. Back here, drop down. And then follow the path I take. Don't just run directly to that laser because the dog is going to shoot you. Go this way. If you go this way, he won't be able to hit you. Use the stilts to get up here. And crouch down, charge your laser up, and right at the top of that ladder, there's the dog. And he's gone. And he did nothing to you. So now at this point, destroy all of the cover up here, and just kill anybody you see. You're going to be hanging here for a while, because if you're patient enough, you can... It's kind of random. I've shot a lot of guys here. There's been times where I've only shot one. It's not really consistent how many of them will come close enough to the edge of that upper area for you to laser. But the more you take out here, where they don't shoot you. I mean, as you can see here, he's staring right at me, but he won't shoot me. So this is a no-risk situation. The more you can kill here, the better. The only thing that's going to shoot you here is that first dog at that ladder. These other guys have never shot at me from this position. So once you're satisfied, drop the laser and proceed. I think I heard the heavy stomping around, and that kind of spooked me. Because that doesn't usually happen. Usually the heavy is... If I haven't killed him already, he's usually further in the back. And I think, from what I remember at the time, I heard him stomping around, and I think I got paranoid that he was waiting for me at the top of the ladder. So I'm just... Right now I'm trying to find the heavy... But he wasn't nearly as close as I thought as I thought he was. Okay. Now we're going up. Yep, there I am checking for that heavy. I was so paranoid that he was waiting right there to blow my face off. So you want to get up here, stay crouched, dual rifles, and get right here. This is a great spot. You have an excellent line of sight on the enemies. You can see them coming, but they won't shoot you until they pass these boxes. So you have plenty of time to anticipate them coming. And the only places you have to watch are where I'm aiming now and that catwalk right above it. So just alternate between those 2 points and just take them out as you see them. There's going to be one robo-dog that you're going to have to deal with. One more additional one. And then it's just regular guys. I can't remember if there's a normal fleshy dog here. I feel like there is. But I really don't remember. So you're just going to camp here, and easy peasy. If you do get overwhelmed, just retreat back down the ladder from where you came. But you shouldn't have a problem. And once the commander's dead, that should be everybody. There's been a couple of times where there has been, like, one little straggler in the back. So be mindful of that. Just, yep, be careful. Come into this room carefully. Many a times there's been one guy in here. And then what I do, I don't know if this is necessary or just me being paranoid. I go up this ladder, because I feel like once you're up here, if there was a straggler, he despawns. So I always do this and then drop back down. So now all we're doing is just resupplying. Make sure you have at least one grenade. Ideally 3. You need at least one grenade for the next section. Try and top off on rifle and shotgun ammo. And then off to the final area. So usually I stop right here to catch my breath. This final area is pretty stressful. And you've come a long way. And trust me, it sucks to die at this last area. I have died twice. At the very, very, very end here. I could have had this achievement 2 whole days earlier than I did if I had either one of those runs went correctly. So just, you know, recollect yourself. Take it easy. Luckily this next area, the initial phase of it is I've got pretty down. The strategy I'm using, my friend Riot told me about it. And it's pretty consistent. And it basically just involves going all the way to the far left, kind of building, outlook, enclosed area, so to speak. You go around outside of it, and you crouch and huddle next to the wall there, and just lean out, and everybody will funnel over to you. I took quite the break here. I think I was pretty stressed at this point. Alright, here we go. Alright, start running. Gonna get to the riot spot, as I like to call it. Do not go too far down, because enemies will go in that building and they can shoot you. Try and stop right here, lean out. This first guy, he's always here. Take him out. And the way this works is you gotta kill 6 heavies in 3 waves of 2. And then the huge blast doors right there on the left, the one big guy will zoom out of it, blow it open, and then there'll be another big guy inside of it, and you gotta get up that ladder, and then you're done. So there's 1 heavy, there's 2 heavies. And just take out the little guys as they come in. Every time you take out a pair of heavies, reload. Because that usually means you've eliminated the enemies in the area. Or at the very least there's a breather between the heavies. Because you could stop mid-reload and take out 1 or 2 regular guys that come through, but a heavy could be a problem. As you know, if you haven't noticed, I've gone down to 75 armor. If that happens, when you get a moment, just kind of creep forward and pick up a piece of armor from one of the heavies that you killed, and you'll regen back up to 100. You really need to maintain good health and armor in order to get up the ladder once this section's done. There we go. Now, because you have the Battle Walker upgraded, you'll regen health for every kill. You get like 3 or 4 back per kill. I think it's 3. Can't remember. We'll see in a second. Yep, 3. So if you lose some health, you'll regain it all from all these kills. And the armor regen, just as long as you just pick up a stray piece of armor from one of these heavies, you can regen up to 100 pretty easily. So you should be able to rush the final room with full health without too much of an issue. I got really unlucky here. Right when the big guys are about to blast those doors open, I had two small guys come through right in my face. And I had to spend an extra second killing them before I could rush the final room. But normally, the final room happens... Yep, see, here they are. You just have to deal with one guy, this guy, grenade to the right, use the stilts, get up the ladder. That grenade stuns that big guy, and if the big guy that went outside shoots you, you have enough health to eat the blast. And at this point, I had to stop and wait for my heart to stop exploding out of my chest, so I took a bit of a break. But practice that little bit right there. It's pretty consistent. I had about an 80% success rate, and the key to getting it to work is don't throw the grenade too close to the ladder. You have to toss the grenade to the right. Take the extra half second or so and throw it far to the right so that it stuns the big guy in the room without damaging you. Then use the stilts to get a head start on the ladder, and typically you'll get to the top before you even get shot, but if the guy outside gets a shot on you, you have the health to eat it. So once you're up here, your goal now is to kill the stragglers, because if you try to rush the top, you're probably going to get killed. So there'll be a couple of stray regular guys out there. They cannot hit you through this platform. This graded platform I'm sitting on, you can see through it, but they cannot shoot you through it. So just use that to kind of scan the field here and try to find who you're missing. When the big guys start to wander out, charge up this laser. And right through this crack here, you can shoot them. They can't see you. They will never shoot you through here, but you can get them. If you get a headshot on them, it's a one-shot kill. Otherwise, it's 2 charged laser shots. So we're just going to take our time and just kill off every enemy in this area. Done. That's the big guys done. And I had one more stray soldier to kill. He ended up being right below me. Yep, there he is. Done. And once BJ talks, you're golden. You're home free. You're finished. Run up and celebrate. You're done. And that's it. All you had to do now, press this, and you're essentially finished. All you have to do now is just go bash angle space in. And that concludes Mein Leben. So my commentary will end here. Feel free to watch the rest. I left the ending intact because, honestly, just watching that ending after going through all this was extremely satisfying. So I left it up. Feel free to watch the rest of it. And thanks for watching. Thank you for everyone that tuned into my live streams. I had a good time. You guys really kept me motivated. You guys made it fun. You know, just going through this madness, the same cutscenes over and over and over and over. You know, you guys really helped me get through it. So I'm glad you guys checked out my live streams. If you're watching this, thank you for checking that out.
Feeling it, General.
And I'll see you next time.
It's coming.
Names ever had on this show, the scourge of terrorists everywhere, General Engel! Yeah! All right.
This needs to happen up close. For you, Caroline.
All right. General, I'm gonna say what's on everybody's mind. Take us through the moment you executed Terror Billy. What was that like for you? It must have been so emotional.
Well, Jimmy, I remember as I was swinging my saber.
What the hell?
You're dead!
Jesus fucking
I
Christ,
severed
it's
your head from your
Sarah
shoulders!
Oh!
I killed you!
Lady, have the best you got. Then your best won't do. You're among wolves now. These are our words.
Oh, Lord, look at you. There's stuff in your faces. Full of bright words as you're sitting in front of your Nazi television boxes. Just laughing. Laughing all the lies they've been feeding you. Laughing till you're choking. Well, it ends tonight.
Oh, yeah, it ends tonight. My brothers and sisters of the United States of America, tonight, we, the free people of the resistance, ask you to become one of us.
There's a lying. There's a lying. There's a threatening, there's a torturing, there's a killing. They beat you in submission.
They beat you.
They made your very thoughts a crime. But if tonight you gather, speak freely from your heart.
Yes.
I'll use one of us.
Right on. And if tonight we see you on the streets with a knife or a brick or just your clenched fist fighting the powers that be, then you are one of us.
And if tonight you look down upon your hands and they soaked in the blood of our oppressors, then you is one of us.
If tonight you hold your babies in your arms and swear they'll grow up to be free people, then you are one of us.
Yeah.
Did you forget? They brought this war to our shores!
Yes, sister.
And then they beat us! They murdered us. They executed us. But guess what? Tonight, they also find out that they fucked with the wrong country. My brothers and sisters of the United States of America. When we stand together, ain't nothing and no one can take our country from us. Tonight, they burn. Tonight, you are one of us.
We're not gonna take it! No, we ain't gonna take it! We're not gonna take it when you are! Oh, we're not gonna take it! No, we ain't gonna take it! So we're not gonna take it when you are!
enough of these fucking Nazi wankers. Take to the streets and show them that the free people in Scotland will never say I know. Oh, dear. Fergus. Anya. You make me strong and weak at the same time.